We'll wait for a little bit. God, no, we're not doing Minecraft.
Welcome to my Minecraft. Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
I am Steve.
Lava
jockey.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not. I went to go see it. It's actually a great movie. I'll give it.
Did people
It's better than it was.
You've been to see it
popcorn
without the rest of us?
Yeah, they did.
I hate that.
You went and saw the Minecraft without us?
Yeah.
That's rude behaviour, man.
I had to go see
Steven
it.
was really clear that he wanted to see that movie.
Yeah, but you were all.
You guys
all
went to
Yeah, but
Sonic.
didn't.
and
I'll tell
was
you
like,
what. We'll cut it fair. The next time we go see the Minecraft movie, we don't invite Matt. The rest of us all go.
I'll just pretend I haven't seen it. Okay.
You're not invited.
I'm literally on stream betrayal.
So, thank you very much for joining us, everybody, for another fantastic week of D&D. We're a little off schedule. This week we're going to be doing D&D, and next week we're going to be doing D&D. Two for one. Except it is definitely going to be two separate streams. So, we gather everybody in the traditional manner of a wonderful recap from our fabulous barbarian. Take it away, Lubnub. What are we up to this week?
This week we're breaking and entering legally, and we're going to fuck up some guy in a basement.
You did get a warrant. You did.
We have a warrant. Yeah, we did.
I don't remember that.
That's what
Yeah.
we're doing. Zuax is
Well,
going to
I
be trying
suppose, yeah,
delaying
the
us for an
king's
hour
in
so he can make holy water.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because the people.
So that's your recap. We're going to be doing breaking and entering.
To be honest, I don't think.
To be fair, that's all on
Yeah.
Dub's mind right now.
That's fair.
He's excited. He's excited.
So,
Combat, finally.
it does seem like we're just diving straight on in there. So you guys are standing outside of the pub. Does anyone remember the name of the pub?
The Rising Sun.
I fully
There is
You know, I remember
a
it
house.
so well.
Really?
The Rising Dawn.
Vampire Time. No, that's
You wrote Vampire Time. The pub is, I can confirm it's not called Vampire Time.
Shit.
I'm
They
pretty
call
That
sure
was
it
on
was,
my notes too.
I'm pretty sure it was on the nose of something to do with the sun.
Yeah.
Come, note taker.
Sunny Shores.
Come. Find it.
Someone needs a lot of people for something big.
That's the name.
Sure, that's not the name of the
That's
pub.
the name of the pub, guys. Something needs a lot of people for something big.
Sick. Well done.
To be entirely fair to me,
No.
I think I didn't note it because Torek didn't actually hear the letter. Or
Oh, that's the
yeah.
good excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
character doesn't know,
On
so
on a
I didn't
genuine
write it.
note, I would say it's that, but I actually do kind of remember Torek reading the note.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have it.
We're gonna go back.
I open my own warrant and go, does this have the name of this place?
It actually doesn't. You got a warrant to
well, there we
enter
go then.
enter
Any pub, I think.
a
Yeah.
pub. It doesn't say any. It says a. But that
We'll
is
only get one
essentially
shot
the
at
same.
guys. I hope
Oh,
this
no,
is
no,
it.
we established last time
Aylwin's
it's
pet
reusable.
Nicholas.
Is it
Aylwin's pet
Spaghetti.
Nicholas. So,
Is it either of the two I suggested?
Kieran, what were the two you suggested?
It was either the Rising Sun or like the Rising Dawn.
I believe it was something along the lines of the Rising Dawn.
Oh, you don't even know you did.
No, I get to ask these questions and make sure other people know under the
Sure,
guise
that's a
of
good
learning
excuse as
information.
well,
They
yeah.
try to tell you that the intelligence isn't based with the barbarians.
So,
Sure ain't the fucking druids.
you guys are just arriving outside the tavern that you have earmarked for your breaking and entering with a strong suspicion that there may or may not be a vampire hiding in the basement that's currently unconscious. What do you all want to do?
So, guys, I know this might be the wrong time since we're standing
That was
outside
so
the door.
fast.
Guys, I want to go
I-
shopping.
I might. I kind of want to go shopping, or maybe that would be nice. No, I might be able to make holy water.
I'm not Tiso. Torek doesn't.
That is
Speaking
correct.
of holes, what part of the building is currently being lit up by the sun?
That is a very good question. The sun is currently coming into, so actually I'm going to do a thing here on the map for anyone who has access. So almost nobody.
That's
Um,
all of us.
Again, Lubnub and Stan
So, like-
coming in clutch.
We coming, club.
2 members.
Someone shows up.
So I'm going to do a little highlight of the shape of the tavern.
I'm waiting.
Oh god, he's put his music
He's
on.
not-
I haven't touched anything. It does it by itself.
Like
I
your
can't
comic,
stop it.
Comic Sans.
It also does that by
Has he
itself.
still got it on Comic Sans? I swear to God.
It doesn't actually look
There you
like
go.
it on the
I've
particular
added-
page.
I have added. No, don't move it.
So the sun's coming
Fuck
from
your
the bottom.
son. I'm moving it to where I want.
No, it's coming from this way.
Yes.
Okay.
See,
Oh,
see-
from behind us.
Yes.
Oh, dope.
Stop moving it, everybody.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
not
that
touching
was
it.
me. I'm trying to.
I can actually. I've got to say, it's not me, not Vinny. So
Yeah.
I've locked it.
It's me the whole entire time. I was trying to.
I'm moving.
this is him delaying to try and make his shitty holy water.
So the blacked out
It's not
bit
shitty. I can do
It's the-
more than.
is the
It's
tavern,
Logan Paul.
Yes.
and the yellow's where the sun is.
Yes.
Okay.
And are there windows on this part of the building, sir?
So there are windows, however, they are on the back end of this. You do not see any on your side.
Is the roof made of wood?
Thatch.
I was going to say, could we have a description of the building in case
So
someone
it's a
wants to do
thatched
some...
roof.
It is a
Remodeling.
wooden building, primarily,
Wooden.
with there are some elements of stonework around the windows, and there is thatched roofing.
As we're standing, I'm going to start cutting strips off my.
I thought you were going to say the building. I was like,
off my
you're going to get
Start
interrupted
stealing-
pretty quickly.
No, off
I
my
start
clothes
stealing
off the
sections
wall.
of the building. It's like,
No,
Out the water like Monkey Pass.
I have access to this building, just scraping parts off the outside.
It said I'm allowed to enter
cutting
however I
rags
want.
from
I'm
the
choosing
clothes.
through this wall.
Yes, you're allowed to take sections of your own cloak.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just need.
So
I
you're
just-
asking for time to do stuff,
I
and you
just
see Nyla immediately drops to the ground and starts doing some tailoring.
I need 5 minutes to an hour to maybe create some holy water.
Temptation to physically throw him through a window.
Please, I would love that.
Is this building
I-
connected to any other buildings?
If this is the police.
No, it's not. It's standalone.
So,
Well, that's a good last plan.
what were the walls made of, sorry?
The walls were made of wood, and it's ornamented
Oh.
with stone at the at the windows sides. So it's like stone holding up some of the key important parts, mostly wood.
I'm going to say, should we head in and try to find management and say that everyone needs to vacate?
I mean, I was
Yeah,
looking for a
why
big
not?
entrance.
Well, I think if we're quiet, then hopefully it'll stay asleep, and then we get the element of surprise.
You get to punch
I
things
could-
But what if
without
the
me
people
ever trying to
in-
stop you.
I could walk through the
You've never stopped me before.
walls and
I would if you
I
tried to
tried
punch an
find-
innocent person.
Well, no, I want to.
well,
Maybe we should just knock
whatever.
on the door and just go in.
Yeah.
Why would you knock on the door to a pub?
Yeah, we'll just go
That's
in,
a
we'll
good
tell
point.
everyone to leave, and then you can go and snoop downstairs.
Maybe not you. You're
And then-
a pretty high value target.
And then the people who don't
Okay.
leave are vampires,
You know
so
what?
we kill them.
I'm going to wait out here by this nice big
Sounds
stone
logic.
structure at the wall that if someone were to break in, that part of the wall would collapse and let the sun in. And yous can go do your democracy, and when yous fuck up, I'm going to open up the wall.
But
And
the
if
sun's
someone
coming
walks
from-
out and starts burning, you clobber fuck out them.
The sun's
So to
coming
clarify,
from
I'm gonna
the
fuck
sun's
them.
coming from the other side of the building.
The sun's coming from
I
that
think
side.
Love
So
Club's
I'm
going
going
to
to
the
go
other
around
side,
there, and
yeah.
once their shit fucks up, I'm then going to start
I like the Kool-Aid guy.
knocking.
Oh yeah!
That is
never
my
escape
plan,
me.
yes.
Oh no. Oh,
Are we
no.
are we going to
Yeah.
vacate the building then?
Yous can try.
Yeah. Why?
You've got until I get bored.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Guys, he's
take,
already gonna break in.
I'm gonna take my fake guard cloak from my bag that
Oh, God, I
I
forgot
took.
he
And I'm
has
gonna
that.
put
He does have that,
on.
yeah.
Are you gonna put on the helmet as well?
No, I've lost that.
So Lubnub's not going in the front door. Lubnub's going round the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
We open the door and it's just a bunch of vampires like.
You can actually see where you are as a window if you zoom in really, really far.
I cannot because I am also providing the map for the other two. Oh no,
I'm gonna
Wait, is this what I think it is?
it's a pub.
Nice. No, the
I have a new map making software that we're not going to plug because no one's paying me.
yeah, but also it's so cool,
That's true.
and I spent hours on it.
Did you make the pub?
No.
No, not this one. Well, no.
He's
yeah,
not. He's
You
not.
make
He's
the
not
pub.
making battle maps. He's going to be a part of.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I know exactly
I've-
where we're
I've
gonna
made-
go.
Rather upsettingly,
From
I need to
Greydrop.
constantly refresh the map for it to actually.
I've made
So-
Stoneheart Man.
No,
up
no,
for
you
this.
zoom in
Sorry.
and show you that.
Is Zuak taking an hour?
No.
Wonderful.
Certainly isn't, because I'm not
Nah.
waiting an hour.
So what's the plan, guys?
Open the front door, look for someone who looks like they at least work there, hopefully in charge.
So Nyla, you start heading in,
Stan.
and I am going to.
Cop, actual cop, fake cop. We got this.
Hell yeah.
You've got about 30 seconds before I roll this D100 to get big.
You can get big all you want.
Bro, I've gotten
No.
big.
Where's vampire guy that was on
That's
the
a
map
lot
before?
of people.
Commoner. Ooh, 3 bards.
Stan, you have this.
So
My people!
as you enter in, you can see that there is a good amount of people in this pub. It looks as if no one who's like would be described as a bartender is like going round places. You actually don't see a bar in this room. However, you do see people with food, with like drinks at the table. This looks to be more of a sit-down restaurant than an actual tavern.
Please don't get
tavern.
distracted.
Can I have a look to
gonna
see
get distracted.
what's in people's drinks? I'm just gonna go around the tables and just blow that. Look.
You can see that it's mostly like a dark red wine.
no, it's
No.
20
Okay.
seconds.
So
I'm gonna lean to someone and say, alright, we're looking for a table. Is there someone we can speak to in here? Wait staff?
Who are you talking to? If you look on the map, there is a large selection of people. There looks to be 3 musicians
that's the
sitting
table.
eating
That's the table I'll go to.
eating dinner. You can see that most of the other tables are tables of 2, just sort of eating together. And there's a table of 3 in the other corner as well.
I'll go to the musicians.
Wonderful. You go to the musicians. You can see that there is an elven
not a bad
person
idea,
there.
actually.
You can see that there is a dwarven person there, and you can see that one of them is a dragonborn.
I'm stopping the timer every time you do RP.
Alright,
10
guys.
seconds.
Oh, hello. The
Oh,
dragonborn is the first one to respond. How are you?
Oh right, we're just wondering, can't see anyone to get seated in here.
Yeah, the service has been quite slow today. We've every now and again, some like half an hour, someone comes in to kind of check on everybody, but all the tables are full, so I think everything's fine at the moment.
Fine as in,
Well, we've been served. We're eating.
What are they doing?
do you know how I would get a table? Like, obviously it's
I think
busy
you'd have
just
to
now,
wait
but...
for another one to open up. It looks as if everybody's full at the moment. I suppose you could go and talk to some of the people at the table. There are some tables of 2 over there that like maybe.
Try and get a spare seat.
Yeah, you could steal some seats from some tables. He points to the back corner and says, "There's a table with like 6 chairs up there with only 2 folks sitting at it. So you can go and talk to them if you maybe you can get in on their food."
What does their food... I'm going to quick scan the table. What food are they eating?
So the table you're talking to has mostly bread and soup. There's a table next to you that has like a big roast portion of meat in the centre with like fruit and veg. You can see that the other ones are mostly bread and soup. Some of them have big chunks of meat, some of them have chunks of cheese.
You said there's windows. Is the sun shining on any of these patrons?
You can see that in this room there are no windows.
Okay.
In 7
That's
seconds of
something.
no RP, there's about to be.
Oh, I just realised something as well looking at this map.
What?
There's a corridor.
Yeah. Looking at
I'm
that map, I
gonna
just
say
realised
to the
that.
dragonborn, I'll did you see which way the staff headed? I'll maybe go and see if I can...
He sort of looks around. It looks as if, and he points to, and I will mark the spot.
Right. Guys, I think I know a perfect way of clearing this building.
I've heard it.
If
And
you,
it's a
In
good
3
idea.
seconds.
It's a good idea.
Can I
if you
have
check
a
the
moment?
map, it's where this red square is. There is a door in between 2 tables, and above it, written in common, you can see the words "staff only."
Okay. I'm gonna start. I've handed the Zuax asked for the warrant, so I hand the warrant to Zuax. I'm gonna start walking that way. As I'm walking, I want to look up. What I'm at, like, it's a thatched roof. Can I see the thatch from here?
No. You would get the sense this is a wooden roof with thatch sitting on top.
So there's like beams.
This
and
room
stuff.
entirely is completely wood on all sides.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Nyla walk through the door.
Well, I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock on the door. 5 to 10 seconds goes by, and then
Keep going then.
you get no response.
I'm gonna kind of briefly look over my shoulder, see if anyone's staring at me.
There's a good few people that are looking at you. It looks as if some of the people at some of the tables are like there's one individual on the middle table and there's one individual at the table right next to you that are just like look at you and then go back to their food.
Okay. And I don't recognise anyone in this room.
Make me a perception check.
Oh no.
Do I?
Make me a perception check.
Do I?
I'm gonna let
Make me a perception check.
That's a nat 20.
Is it me, Jesus?
Nat 20 perception. I've probably got quite.
Oh,
good
not 1%.
18.
You better
Both of you recognise the Dragonborn musician.
Plus 7. That's a 27. for
27. Yeah, you both recognise the Dragonborn musician. He travels around quite a lot for his pubs. He's part of a group called the Twinkling Dragons, and they play like lute music. They're well known for their like long epic poem ballads.
I'm gonna knock more aggressively.
You don't get any response.
Twinkling.
But as you're knocking, the door is just on hinges.
So
It moves a little as you knock. You realise there's no handle. This is just a push door on hinges.
I'm just waiting to be given the permission to do what I need to do to clear this room.
I'm gonna
I'm waiting.
catch it slightly. Look, I'm not gonna step in, but I'm gonna catch it with my foot.
Mhm.
In this room, does it look to be natural light or dark or candle
In the room
that
that
the
you're
door would be leading
opening
to?
up, it looks to be as if, as you push it open a little, let's reveal. Nope, that's
Take away. You're going
The void is
blind.
swallowing
You fall
me.
Can't
through
see
the
anything.
void.
Oh.
You actually turn off the lights. It's a nice looking carpet, eh?
Yeah.
So
Gorgeous.
there's a suspicious looking carpet. It's gorgeous.
no, hold on. That's not a suspicious looking carpet. That's a.
It's a regular looking. No, it's a normal.
Oh.
A normal rug.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's
Okay,
not. It's
good.
not a suspicious looking carpet. That's a normal rug.
Okay.
That's fair.
I think we should take that normal run, guys.
Guys, I think for no reason we should take it there.
No reason, guys. I think we should nick that rug.
So there's a rug.
You can see a rug, a chest that's there. Looks to be general storage, and you can see that there is a door directly in front of you, and you can also see that there's a door further along.
I'm gonna.
And the door further along actually is marked toilet. So this one here is marked toilet,
That's where they're sleeping.
and this one right in front of you is marked
Yeah,
kitchen.
nobody goes to the
I'm
toilet in
gonna-
a restaurant.
Audibly go,
Yes, the stuff.
oh, the toilet's in here, and I'm gonna slip in and look at the rug.
You slip in and look at the rug.
The normal
And I
rug.
wanna investigate this rug and see if I think it's got any arcane vibes.
Let me just.
Why? It's a normal rug.
Well, I want to know. I want to be sure.
Let me just hold on a minute. Hold on.
Like we
a
just
minute.
get murdered by this normal
Let,
rug.
let me just.
Let me just
roll- let me just.
hold on a minute.
Let me
Let
just
me roll a
bring up
D20.
the initiative.
Does a 21 hit you?
Probably.
This is what happens when you mess with a normal
You
rug.
take 10 bludgeoning damage,
Jesus.
and you're gonna need to give me a DC 15 strength check.
That's not even blood. That's
I
intense
was in the back
smothering
fighting
damage.
for our life.
Yes.
This guy's playing on his lute, man.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
That one. So as you touch this rug, you watch it like it just moves ever so slightly, and then just as it moves, you watch it jump up to your face, wrapping round as tight as it can, and starts choking you immediately. You are considered blinded, grappled, silenced.
Shit.
I would like to step
So,
into the middle
By
of
the
the room.
normal rug.
By a normal rug, by the way.
You have 6 seconds before you are going to get your turn. What's the rest of you doing at this point?
Yeah, have I been given...
Yeah, you got it.
He's doing his thing, and I'm putting the ring of get big on.
I'm a
because
look
my
at-
patience has went out.
I'm a
Roll
look
me your
at Stan,
D100.
and I'm a nod.
I'm a nod, and I'm gonna help. I'm gonna give him the help action.
I think that's an 8. No, 78.
Oh,
An 8. You grow 8 inches. 78. Yeah, you grow, what's that, like 6.5 feet?
He's big now.
off.
He's big now.
Yeah, you're a big lad.
He's about the size of the
He's
building.
big now.
Yeah.
He's the now.
You could comfortably reach up and touch the thatched roofing.
I'm out.
Useful.
Bro's
So,
just gonna take the
What are you doing, Matt, while Nyla is suffocating?
I'm gonna take the warrant. I'm gonna unroll it, and like Keanu Reeves from the movie Speed, I'm gonna I'm gonna look around the room. My name is Axe Yu from Baywick Police Department. Everyone needs to leave right now. There is a magical bomb on the premises. Everyone must leave.
I'd like to give him the help action.
Give me your, I'm gonna say probably, I would say deception or intimidation. Depending on which one you're trying to do.
I'm very persuasive.
Yeah, well, is it I'm trying to warn you, or is
Is
it
it
I have the
deception?
bomb?
Yeah, like I'm wondering whether you're going, I'm from the police department, I have placed a bomb, or are you going, I have heard of a bomb and I'm lying about it.
There is there is a bomb in the premises.
So
I'm lying
deception.
about it. Yeah,
Deception.
And with a guard standing next to him,
I just
got
want
the advantage.
you do have advantage, yes.
Good.
I got you.
Toric is really taken aback by this and is just like,
That's not awful.
oh
at
god.
all.
That's not
And,
bad
like,
at all. We're
steps
gonna roll again
out.
just in case.
Damn.
20.
Very discreet.
Yeah.
A dirty 20. You see a good amount of people look around at each other and immediately screaming. So,
Oh, this is only going to
Can I
get better.
also turn it and look at the bard and look up and be like, you stay, play cool battle music or something.
you watch the bard ready to go. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Everybody run! We're all gonna
Everybody
die!
run, you're all gonna die!
Not
But wait,
you.
not you. Hold on, give me a minute about
I've got +6 to this with
Not
disadvantage.
you are the bomb.
I'm so upset that this is disadvantage, but I understand.
I'd love it if we just heard him run outside and burst
Quickly,
into
look up
flame.
royalty-free music.
Oh god.
17.
Quickly, start playing Sneaky Snap.
8.
Squiggly squiggle.
an 8.
We're in jail.
So, you
we don't
watch
like the
as the
music
bards
anymore.
look around and go, are you mad? And then leave.
I am, but like,
I
you don't have to, but it'd be cool if you did.
Toric has stepped out at this.
And as you say,
He's just
there are
outside
two
the
bomb.
place.
There are a bomb. You can see that everyone bar 2 people leave, and 2 people are just eating soup.
I whip out the sharpened chair leg like a.
You've done your actions.
Damn it, man!
Now,
Jesus
Lathria,
Christ.
you have a turn.
Toric's
I assume
gonna-
I just have to try and get out of this.
So you
don't
can
wanna die.
you can either make another check to become ungrappled, or you can make an attack.
Stab!
Stab
You do
myself in the
get the
face.
sense that this is a very thin object, and attacking anything that is wrapped up within that object is going to come with
I'm
risks.
going to try and pull it off me.
You want to see a magic trick?
So it's going to be another DC 15 strength check.
Toric's gonna meld into
Yeah, nope.
stone. By the
Nope.
way. Oh wait, no, it's wood.
Yeah, it's wood.
It's mostly wood, yeah.
The only stone in the premise is about to get
It's around the
So
wood.
the bomb.
on a
something.
failure, you remain grappled, blinded, silenced.
Fuck's sake.
Nobody knows.
And at the start of your turn, you take another 8 smothering damage, which is bludgeoning.
You're losing to a normal rug here. Go on.
Then
You pick the rub up and put it over.
Then it's the rug's turn. So it's going to roll with advantage.
Niall's going to die to the rug.
That's an 18 to hit.
You ever heard of cutting a rock?
No, that also hits.
I think I'll do it.
God damn.
You take another 10
Jesus.
bludgeoning
How
damage.
are you looking?
How are
Not
you-
great.
How are you losing to a rug?
Jesus Christ!
Matt, it's your turn again. You can see that these 2 people have chosen to not leave and are just...
Right. Matt, what, do they look like robots?
Do they look like constructs? Make me a perception check.
I can't wait for him to do whatever he's doing, and then I'm raging and attacking this wall twice to open
Okay,
it up.
I'll give good perception. Oh god, an 11.
On an 11, these are not mechanical in nature. They don't look like they're behaving normally, but they are not mechanical.
I came here to stake someone. I'm gonna start staking, and I'm gonna pull my stake out.
Can I walk over and sit with one?
Yeah, sure, you sit down. Which one do you sit with? There are 2 on the map.
I'll sit with the lower corner down
There's
here.
very different vibes going all over with this table.
What's your passive perception?
I'm dying.
My passive perception is 14.
14. In the other room, you can hear just like... In the other room, you can hear just...
I'll go to sit down.
Someone's playing the
I'll
drums!
pull out the chair, go to sit down, be like, oh, sorry, I think I need to check what that is. You
It
understand?
sounds like someone is thrashing around in the other room. You're not quite sure what's going on.
Yeah, I might
Could be
need
an
to go
illegal
investigate.
brothel.
As you look round that corner, you can see Nylathria, head fully wrapped in a rug, arms restrained in a rug, and she is just like flopping around.
Like a fish.
Can I attempt to help?
Sure. Would you like to make a check on your turn, this turn, or would you like to give her advantage on her next check? Those are 2 different actions.
I'd like to give her advantage.
Oh dear God.
Cool. So the next time you try and break free,
You can
and
go
I would
forward.
like to remind everyone, Stan has not alerted you all. So Matt, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go up to the one that's closest to me. I'm gonna.
Is Torek in, by the way? He's not in on the map. Okay.
Torek went back outside after I
Yeah,
shouted
Todd
there's
was
a
like,
bomb.
what the fuck?
There's a bomb.
There's a bomb? Oh
Jesus Christ.
More of a.
It's just
I thought we
very
were
much
going
recent.
in this with the element of surprise. They
I love that
walk in the
I've
whole
also
building.
because I'm not deafened. I've heard there's a bomb, and I'm like,
no! Yeah!
You're like, what are you doing?
No, there's a rug!
It's not a bomb, it's a rug.
I need to quickly see if I've got any spells I can use here.
I will say
Um,
Torek has noticed obviously that the whole thing is made of wood, so there's not much point in melding into stone.
Yes.
But is considering gaseous form.
Okay. Gaseous form would let you fit into cracks.
Yeah.
It has to be about an inch wide crack, I believe. Does it not say that on the spell?
What's an inch?
It's like that, yeah.
Okay.
What is Matt up to?
Do they look like they've been enthralled in any way that they're?
Give me
under
another perception
some
check.
form of.
I'll say you can do perception or insight.
I got +8 on insight, and my perception is also +8. I'm gonna do insight.
This place needs more natural light.
22.
This person is definitely enchanted in some way. Like, the reactions they are not having are very telling.
Like,
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
And they're still eating soup. And you notice that they are still, like, when they're eating soup, it's just sort of like dribbling a little bit. It's as if they're not swallowing the soup that they are.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna take the napkin up and
Infinite
go,
food
you
glove.
thing. Just clean his mouth.
Here you go, here you go.
As you touch it, what's your AC?
Oh god damn it! Oh god damn it!
Here
I'm
comes
getting
the
here
airplane.
comes the airplane.
No. It's going to be a lot worse than
20.
that.
Here comes.
As you touch
Here
it,
comes not small.
you watch as the soup spoon in its hand turns to this pitch black dagger, and it just immediately stabs into you, and you're gonna be
Well, that's its problem.
That's why it can't
23 to hit.
That will definitely do it.
So you're gonna take 6 piercing damage,
Oh.
and you're gonna take. Roll it.
Not 66, please.
7 necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay.
I will say through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, and that's all it says.
Oh, okay, perfect. They might have changed the way that spell works, so
Yeah.
cracks is open enough.
But does
That
Tarek
happens to you
hear,
immediately. As soon as you touch it, stab straight into you.
Does Torek
gonna-
hear this?
I'm gonna scream out, I've been stabbed!
Torek hears that.
Doesn't
Torek
it?
does hear that, yeah. And Lubnub probably hears that. Lubnub, you hear
I'm
I've
in the
been
middle of that swing
stabbed.
as he says that.
So give me a strength check on your weapon. Or you could just roll damage if you're wanting to just brute force your way through.
I was going to
damage.
brute force my way through with rage.
Okay, give me rage.
I would
So
like
I'll
to
say
do-
strength check with advantage, and then if that fails, we'll roll your damage.
Cool. Straight strength, or do you want athletics?
I would say athletics would be fine. You're swinging a hammer, essentially. So
Wow, that's pretty shit.
No, that's not so
Oh.
much.
Only a total of 17.
That's rough, bud.
17, you are targeting a window, so the window shatters. And you can see this.
Oh.
You can see a man who's been stabbed.
A nice rug. Wow.
Oh.
There is no rug on this side
Wow,
that you can
there's
see.
50 rugs in this room.
And they're all
You're getting,
normal.
you're getting absolutely bodied by a rug, and I'm getting bodied by some weirdo.
By some weirdo who's definitely a vampire. or
This
something.
Yeah,
episode's
no,
gonna
he's
be
a
called
thrall.
The
I don't-
Superman.
we-
I like
can't
how
kill
I
these
went to
guys.
sit down with one, you
Well, the
saw that and
baby
was like, I know,
vampires
I'll
are
touch
the
this guy.
So I'm gonna need initiative from the three
I
of
have
you
second
if you
attack.
are joining. Yeah, but you'll still need initiative after your attack. So roll me your other attack.
Nat 20.
You come bursting through that window.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Initiative, I have my instinctual pulse.
Stan, what was your initiative?
Oh, fuck. I didn't even roll it.
Well, you've seen Nyla, so I presume you're
I ain't rolling.
7.
in love.
16.
My hero is struggling.
Yeah, I just walk in for a solid 15 seconds, just.
Oh
And I don't know, I can't see.
The normal
And then
rug.
5 seconds later,
It is a super
Oh, normal rug coming in with an RKO!
So we are back to
So
Nylathria's
fast
turn.
Okay, so I now get to roll with advantage.
You do.
oh god, get rid of those dice.
It is only DC 15, so
I just still don't
not
get-
even with your strength
No!
modifier. Wonderful.
Not even with advantage I gave you?
No!
God damn it!
So Nylathria, you're gonna
spare dice.
you're gonna take another 10 points of smothering damage,
Die.
and then you see it's the rug's turn. So it's going to
Grabbing
make an
my sack.
attack with
Yeah,
advantage.
the clinky clank.
That's a 19 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
So you're going to take another 13 points of damage.
This is going downhill so fast.
Nylathria, you can see that you can see nothing but patterned fabric in front of you as it is strangling your neck
I'm dying.
aggressively.
Don't then.
Toric is gonna
Stan,
rush in.
you can see that Nylathria is becoming weaker. Like, is proper stopping to struggle.
Oh, I just rolled in that one.
Oh, this is going downhill so fast.
It was for initiative.
What's
if
your
that's-
plus?
I can't have this either.
I'll give you a little bit. Just a
Thank
little.
you. Plus 3, that's a 4.
4.
A tiny bit you
Thank
get.
you very
Oh my
much.
god, I'm going after Toric. Oh my god.
So
Before Toric has-
before Toric, yeah. Stan, you're
Whoa.
up. You can see that Nylathria is actively dying.
Oh my god! I'm a skedaddle on over and attempt to.
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh my God, I leave."
Oh my god, guys, look at that! That's when the full turn. Just
Guys,
die.
come look. Nylathria's dying.
Guys, look!
Oh my god, the kitchen!
Also,
stop,
love,
stop.
you're in this corridor now because
cool.
you blasted your way through.
Can I attempt to remove the normal rug from Nylathra?
It will be a DC 15 strength check.
Oh yeah!
That's vile.
10.
Again, Nylathria, you feel hands on the rug,
Dying
and you're
in
just
that
like,
rug.
you don't know who it is that's trying to help, but they're not helping.
Die.
No, what's this?
Could
If I
I
don't get it,
You
then
have
next time
used
I'm
your
gonna die.
action.
bonus action?
You have a bonus action.
Can I say something before I do my bonus action?
Sure.
Rest in peace.
Nylathra, trust me, it's Stan. Open your mouth.
Does Toric hear this as
best
from
I can.
somewhere?
You can open your mouth.
I'd like to use my bonus action attack with my sickle to just aim for the mouth slightly.
I'm gonna call this. Okay. What's your AC?
17.
17. The rug's AC is 12. If you roll between 12 and 17, you hit just the rug. If you roll higher than 17, you're also going to hit Nylathria. Now, as
For your troubles.
as almost a disadvantage to you, she is considered prone, as is the rug. So you do have advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Oh no.
But
Which is not advantage, it's actually disadvantage.
Which is not great!
But
But-
if I roll higher, would it not make sense if I could purposely make myself worse?
If he's got like a nat 20 or whatnot. Wait.
Just takes Nyla's head clean off.
If
I will
I'm
say,
trying to push
I will
further-
say,
Can't choke if she
you
doesn't
can
have a head.
choose which dice to use.
Okay.
I will say advantage by wording lets you choose the better dice.
Oh
situation.
no!
Whatever your...
Don't you roll 2 nat 20s. Don't do it.
He's gonna do it.
Hey.
Oh, 15.
15. Now, Lathria, you feel the rug being sliced. On your mouth. You feel the sickle enter your mouth.
Oh.
Which
taste
sickle
the
are you
fibres.
using?
The holy one.
Okay, roll for damage on the rug.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's this rug?
That's 6 normal plus 6 holy.
Wonderful. The rug is looking pretty rough. You can see that it's already not doing great. But you can see it is still moving fully. And as soon as you take the blade out, it starts covering Nylathria's mouth again. Like she's under this condition.
Did she get a moment to breathe at least?
Yes, but the problem is it's choking her.
Like it's
So
strangling my neck.
It's strangling her.
Don't then. Have a stronger neck.
I'm
Just-
gonna die next
All
round.
that armor
Breathe,
that doesn't protect your neck, that's just grabbable.
Breathe, man. Just breathe.
Zuak, you're up.
I'm gonna like call out to everybody. I'm gonna be like, they're enthralled. Please don't kill these people. And
Shut
I'm
up.
going to go into my shell because I'm not doing this on my
Please
own.
don't hurt them.
I'm not doing this on my own, so I'm popping into my shell until someone.
Wonderful. You gain how much armor?
25 AC.
Wonderful. Torek, it's your go. You can hear Stan
Your gas.
shouting. You can hear Stan in one room shouting, "Open your mouth! Open your mouth! It's me! Trust me!"
He
And
did
you
also
can...
say my name.
Yes, and you can also hear Zuak say, "They're enthralled," and then
Don't
silence.
kill them. They're enthralled.
So, what would you like to do?
How far can I move?
30 feet for free.
That
So,
doesn't help me with the map.
you can move to about... Let's actually... I'll do you a favour.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, 10.
Oh no, sorry. I have 24 AC, not 20.
That is a
But here.
30-foot cube. So
Okay.
you can move to any of the edges on this cube.
I want to move. Oh, I see.
Suppose I should do my thing.
Yes.
Quite alright. 10 feet to get there. Yes.
I want to go
So I
here.
get that
I
line.
want to break free.
That's me right
I
now.
want to break free.
Disadvantage.
I'm going
Disadvantage.
to.
That's a chance.
What have I got?
I mean,
It's.
it could be fun.
I only have an action and a bonus action, right?
You do. And you can use your action for extra movement if you wish.
Oh, not bonus.
No, because you're not a rogue.
No.
That's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
That's
That's rough, buddy.
Skeleton.
Oh, I've got Eyes of the Grave as well, so I can see the undead. I probably should have used that.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah.
Just walks in. Alright, I don't know who's who, but I'm gonna start stabbing people, and if you don't
Why not,
die,
eh?
then, well, you're a vampire.
Look, I wanted to cause a bomb
Where
scare,
is it?
okay?
There it is.
Look, I wanted to be a terrorist for the day. Is that so bad?
It's my Make-A-Wish dream. So we're all gonna die.
Within range.
So I can get to that
Dispel
line
magic.
for 40 feet.
But fuck, I couldn't
Well, that's the
possibly
nuke,
know.
Is it a target you can see within range?
Can't
Choose
believe you're
one
just
creature,
instantly gonna
object,
get
or
me.
magical
Yeah, I'm gonna
effect
get
within
died,
range.
killed by a rock.
That's what
Nyla
it
done
says.
and by normal rug.
It
So I can
says
get to
range
about there.
area 120 feet.
I don't see how you could know
Exactly,
where
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Christ,
yeah,
that's
that
horrible.
doesn't make sense.
Please bring a mix with you next time.
I didn't finish. No,
Only your cup.
it's
They
vile.
look like they're round the corner as well.
It's
so
not
gonna be
finished.
a bit of a dodgy throw for you.
Oh, because I can move there to there to
That's
there.
hardly
Bush.
Um,
Possibly bush.
I'm
And you've
in the what? I don't. Shush. I don't know why he's whispering to me. I hate it. What a
I
disturbing
don't know who's whispering, I don't want to.
No, I don't want to see your pog collection.
I don't want to
Oh.
see. That is one of my favourite jokes in that whole series, by the way.
and bro's licking my leg.
I think I am, like, Torik's gonna stop there for a second, look around, hear Zuak.
You can
nonsense.
see that the commoner that is interacting with Zuax has a blade and is like
Stop.
going to stab
But
him.
he's just said, don't kill them, they're enthralled. And I'm also hearing, I'm
But he's got
seeing
a
that
knife, Michelle.
Nyla and
got a
Stan are missing. and I know that he's weird, and I know that
Open your mouth, trust me,
she's
it's me,
weird.
open your mouth!
So, yeah, I'm hearing this.
That
So
must
he-
sound
so
pretty
Tonic
bad in a
stops
building
there.
filled with people who are enthralled.
And then is gonna dash to the door.
DoorDash? At a time like this?
Really?
Can get hamburger.
If possible, how far can I dash?
Another
30 feet.
30 feet.
Another 30 feet. I'm assuming I can get here. That looks
Yeah,
about
fuck you, Zoax.
Yeah, it looks about
Yes, you can.
That's fine. I've got like high AC
So there's
So
fucking
And
he's
as-
stopping at the door,
As you
like,
as you go in, you can see that Nylathria is almost dead on the floor with Stan with a blade above her.
okay, do I have any...
If you walked in at the same time, you might actually see my blade
Oh.
shoved into where her face is.
Yeah, probably.
VA is bonus action.
It is
right?
indeed.
Just don't.
Creature of your choice you see within range.
Die.
Like a bonus.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna heal the rug.
They're cutting the rug!
No, that's such a
Guys,
nice
this is
rug.
property damage.
That's a
Heal.
nice rug,
That's
guys.
such a
Fine.
nice rug. Stop it.
It's so normal.
No, I'm gonna healing word first level for now. I'm gonna first. Am I 2d4 plus 3?
Are you?
That's
Are
what is
you?
that max?
I can't believe
Not-
Toric's a better.
A maximum
cleric
of 12.
a maximum of 12.
Just to be clear, this rug can one-shot me this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might one shot him instead.
You could one-shot the rug.
than me. I love the way his hammer just bonk on his skull.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use it second level. I'm gonna use second level healing word.
We've took out the White Death. We took out a demon. We bet the Yaga Beast in your undus.
The Yaga
A
Beast.
fucking rug's gonna kill one of those.
normal rug is.
Cast
It's just a normal rug.
four-
Smothering rugs are one of my favourite things because they always get someone.
Yeah.
They just
Nyla's
always
just
get
got such
someone.
a passion for decorating the house she doesn't have. She couldn't pass up on the rug.
4d4.
Oh my god, a rug! I
It
can
was
take
gonna
it
get
with me.
someone
Ah!
because
Jesus,
they are
that's
all
a
too
terrible
curious. And I would just walk
4d4
into it because
plus
I would
3.
win.
Yeah, well, I knew it was what it was when I saw
Yes.
it.
How,
I'm
how
gonna
much?
touch
How
it.
much is she healing?
11.
That's not bad.
It was 3 ones.
One extra
Oh.
round.
There was one. Oh.
What's with the tippy taps?
Some tippy taps. Tippy taps.
Hello?
You me.
He's trying to help me.
Sorry, yes. He's
At
not-
stand by the door, just not helping.
Nyla,
Oh
Nyla,
no! Stab
open
into
your
the
mouth.
mouth.
That's
Do it.
the cat
Tonic
from
also
the,
shouts,
the
"Open
tavern
your mouth."
cat pawing at me.
Open your mouth.
So
Picture on it before.
you heal up.
Yeah, it's
11
bad, isn't it?
points.
That's why
Is that
you
the end of
haven't
your
seen it
turn?
before.
Yes. Well,
Wonderful. Lubnub,
yeah.
you're up.
Oh god, what now?
So I've measured out my movement.
More blue.
I've been told not to kill anyone, so I would like to use my bonus action to Elemental Cleaver to Thunder, because if I'm correct, Thunder's one of the damages that does non-lethal,
You
Yeah,
can
why
do
do you think I
non-lethal.
always
Yes.
hold it like
and I
that?
can do that while throwing my hammer, right?
You can
Well, I
indeed.
don't think it
Cool.
banned on camera.
So, like, the only competent person in the room, I'm going to enter. I've got 40 feet of movement, which should allow me to go there.
Yeah, that's about right.
And if I've measured correctly, it should be 20 feet to each of them.
You're
No, I'll-
17 to the first one, 30 to
Oh.
the next.
How much?
30 to the further away one. 27. 17 and
So
27.
if instead I went up, would that be better?
You'd be about 20 from both, yeah.
Okay, so that means straight roll at both. The guy on Zoax.
It's your nose, so you don't smell.
God. So a 16 naturally to hit before the bonuses.
That'll hit.
Thought so. 3d6 plus 10. That is a total of 6
Would you
plus
like Hunter?
6 is 12 plus 10.
Would you like a bit
23?
22.
22, yeah.
6 plus 6 plus 10 is 22.
22.
22 damage. He looks almost fine.
Almost fine.
Like, you have done damage to the creature, but it has not reacted in any way, and it does not look like it's near death's door. Like, it is just completely in the same action as it was prior.
Oh Lord, help me, please.
Oh well, that's kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Save my life.
So that's got to be another 2d10 getting added in, if I'm honest.
So below, take the wheel.
The one down by the rest of the guys, because I had already been mid-swing as I noticed that thing's still alive as the hammer bursts into thunder in my hand.
It does.
Possible miss. That's a 16.
16 hits.
Cool.
You notice that it is not wearing any armour.
Just a wee guy.
It's about to be a sword guy,
No,
hopefully.
it didn't deserve this.
So that is 11 plus 3.
14.
Takes us to 14, so 24 points of thunder
24.
and 12 points of radiant.
And 12 radiant.
He does.
He does look a lot more fecked up now. You've dealt 59 points of
Oh,
damage.
that was the second.
Oh, to the second.
Because
guy.
I'd already been mid-throw as I had realised that he'd still been standing, which is why Lubnub would have then been gained the hate bonus.
So it's 24 plus 12, is that right?
Have you shook it?
Sorry?
24 plus 12 was your damage.
Yes.
That won't work.
What was that? Sorry.
You got to have a technique to it.
Yo, how's it started off originally blue and now turned purple?
Because it was already blackcurrant.
How's it? Oh.
Wonderful. So,
That's me turn.
this one did take a lot more damage,
And apricot.
but that is your turn.
That's
I
me.
think so.
It is now the first commoner,
Wait,
so...
Oh no.
guys, what if some other commoners fuck off to like alert authorities that there's a bomb in this town?
We have a warrant,
But I'm the police. It's fine. I'm
yeah.
Keanu Reeves. From
and I
Speed.
am the police.
God, we fucked up so bad.
No, we haven't. We got this.
It's a natural 1 and a 16 to hit you, Zuak, for 2 attacks.
Boom.
Who are these commoners?
He misses. Bounces off me, shell.
Should have just let me burst through the wall instead of whatever you said planned.
The other
This is
commoner
fine.
is going to rush to you, Lub. And you are going to take 2
Me and that
attacks.
commoner were about to share a meal.
First one's an 8 to hit, I assume that misses.
Yep.
16 to hit.
That's my AC. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
16 hits.
You've only got 15 AC.
I'm a barbarian with... That's my fucking unarmored bonus.
So you take
Well,
6
much.
points of piercing.
How much?
6 points of piercing.
Half to 3.
And then you are going to take 9 points of necrotic damage.
No, I think I'll take half of that as well.
So
Thanks
you can
to the
take 4 points of necrotic.
Hey.
Nah, I'd won.
Nah,
That's
not
Up
at
next.
all, actually.
Nalathria.
Right.
I don't think
Okay,
I will.
right. Hear me out on this one, DM, because I
As,
think
as a reminder, at the start of your turn, you are going to take damage
Yeah.
first. So you're going to take this damage first, 7.
okay. that's okay.
That's fine. I got 11 HP back. It's fine.
I'm gonna ask for mercy. I'm going to say to you, can I start in my head, start singing I Want to Break Free, and give myself bardic inspiration because I can hear my own thoughts.
I will. Normally, I would say yes. However, it is a core feature of a different bardic class
Wait,
to
what?
give yourself inspiration.
Aw, fuck's sake.
So it is a level 9 ability from a different subclass.
Level 9.
You can still sing You Want to Break Free though.
You can still sing I Want to Break Free, but you are silenced,
Yeah, no
so
one
no
can
one else
hear
can
it.
hear
If you
that.
do it
Channel
well
that
enough.
energy.
Well, I
elsewhere.
suppose I'm going to need to
God
roll to try and
knows.
get out of this
God
situation.
knows I want to break free.
So I need to make a strength roll again, yeah?
Or you can attack the rock.
I'm going to kill myself though if I attack the rock.
If you
I'm gonna
roll
die.
between 12 and 15, 12 and 17.
I'll just try to roll a strength again, I guess.
Believe in yourself. You are Joe Hendry.
What the hell are you?
Would it not also be
No,
an
I
advantage?
don't.
Next turn is the rug.
Nah. Oh god.
Jesus.
You take 10 points of smothering damage.
Fuck.
Single digits.
Okay, that's good though.
That's
okay.
rough.
That's not good.
I thought you were dead.
Oh,
I
that's
thought you'd
good.
been dropped.
This
Then.
isn't
Stan-
even the boss fight.
Stan, you're up.
We're not even fighting
Don't worry,
vampires.
don't worry.
Let's see, does Stan have anything that's actually useful here?
I want to break free.
Don't kill me while I'm gone.
No promises.
Hard not to.
God, no.
God knows.
I have a stupid idea.
No.
What's your idea?
Stan has a crowbar.
I'll give you advantage on a check if you would like to use your crowbar, but it will still be a strength check.
I would like to I'd like to try and crowbar it off.
You will have advantage on a strength check.
Looney Tunes
Yeah, like-
shit going on in that room.
I believe in him. He's got this.
Nah, I'd win.
Pulls out the rubber mallet, like, you know.
Damn, 13. That
With
was
with
a
advantage?
nat 1.
Unfortunately, that is still not going to beat your DC 15.
Nyla's
I believe
gonna
in you.
die.
I do have a
in there.
bonus
Right,
action
then
You
though.
do have a bonus action.
Okay.
I would like to do the same thing again. I'm gonna scream open mouth. Nah, that's-
Yeah.
that
I will
thing.
assume she has still got her mouth open, gasping for air.
Yeah.
Jenna, are you gasping for air?
You're gonna die in there.
He's
bro.
going to stab you again. He's asked you to open your mouth.
Okay.
Attempts have been made.
Okay, so that is a 9 and a 19 with a. Well, so
So,
that's a 19 and a 29.
so either way, you're going to hit Nylathria.
Could I not hold myself back and refrain myself?
No, that's the agreement I made you agree to last turn. You knew that if you get a 17 or higher, you're going to also hit Nylathria.
Oh well.
I will say that you can choose not to do it if you would wish. But you're either letting her take...
Fine, I'll spare you.
Spare the dying.
If I'm-
Good
Is it
choice.
my turn?
No, it's Zooax's.
Oh.
Yeah, ha, the turtle is faster than you.
You're quite literally the slowest one.
I actually wanted to be the slowest one so I could let Lubnub hit something really hard, but it's fine.
I did.
Twice!
Hit harder.
God, I'm in Michelle.
I've only got 5 dice to roll.
You've got 2 arms.
I've got Lubnub helping me now, yeah?
Maybe.
He did hit someone. You heard the hammer.
You heard the thud. It was
You
thunder damage.
heard the thunder, yeah.
Okay, screw it. Alright,
It's crazy. say there's no hiding that one.
No.
is that an action to come out of Michelle or a bonus action?
I believe it's a bonus
It's
action.
a song by the
Um,
Killers.
Gotta believe.
Yeah, bonus action. So bonus action, I'm coming at Michelle.
You do so.
Gonna cast Moonbeam on himself.
And then I would like to cast Summon Celestial.
Okay.
I'm going to summon the Defender.
You do so.
And as the pieces of rock melt off me and meld into this celestial guardian, I'm gonna look at him and be like,
Smash.
"Don't kill them, only knock them out." And
kill
I'm
them,
just gonna
right?
take the hit and I'm gonna start rushing towards Nyla's room. I'll just take that hit.
Defend. Would you rather it was an iron defender or a stone defender for the map?
Oh, give us a stone one. Give us a stone one. What's that like? He gold cool. Look at that wee guy.
That means I can focus on the screen more.
Don't kill them. Only knock them out.
I
You
heard
are
you the first time.
you are going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that attack.
24 to hit.
Oh god.
That'll do it. I've only got 20 AC.
You're going to take 7 piercing.
You've got
and-
20 AC.
He's a turtle.
Aye, fair enough.
Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtle.
So you take 7 piercing and 8 necrotic.
Jesus, I'm not looking good.
Take the wheel.
It's not bad.
Go, where would you like to move? You have I believe 30 feet, so you could get to like
I would just be able to get it just behind
you'd be able to get to
Toric.
here.
Yeah. That's all I can
Oh,
do.
I beg your
Use my
pardon?
bonus action.
I said his is
Oh,
worse than the
And my
barbarian.
turn. And my turn.
I'm
Wonderful.
not wearing armour.
My
Toric, you're up.
Celestials-
Rough
My
Oh, it acts at the end of your turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
You're on
sorry,
a-
the defender gets to go first.
Aww.
11.
rough one. You
Coming out of his
Going
skin, he's
towards
been
the
doing just
So
fine.
I would like to cast Bonk.
You do so.
Bomb.
My thing.
Yeah, bonk.
Can I borrow a dice from you, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Do you want one of mine?
No. Get him away from me. No.
It's an
In
open
fact, just don't touch my dice, please.
8 plus.
One time out.
Yeah, don't.
Keep your
19
food
to
to
hit.
yourself.
19 hits.
And then.
Normally not superstitious about bad luck. And
Yeah, I'm not
but, like,
touching your dice this whole entire game, by the way.
I ain't taking no chances.
It's the fox dice.
Lucky number.
I
Ooh.
forgot people typically have lucky numbers.
Yeah.
I never have.
The 5 appears
That's
in
because
every instance of my life.
So
So that's
what's
9 points of radiant damage.
9 points of radiant?
And nobody give the healing touch to.
Help me!
Oh, you're not close enough. It needs to be within range.
What's the range?
Touch.
It's like 5
healing
feet.
The touch itself.
Healing touch. Touch another creature.
It's the defender, no? Oh, right.
Yeah.
But doesn't the defender give temporary hit points?
Yeah,
Yes, but
like,
it's a touch. It has. You have to be within 5 feet of the
The
defender.
celestial touches. You need to be within 5 feet.
Oh, I think they've changed that from when I
Yeah.
used it. Because it used to be when it attacked.
Yeah, you used to be able to throw it, but now you have to be in range.
Goddamn 2020 rules and all that stuff. Whatever happens.
So up next is Lubnub.
Do you like a
Sweet.
No.
Would you like to smell?
I would like to try my new ability.
I don't want
You may try your new ability. What is your new ability?
Lump now?
I would like to use Mighty Impel.
I didn't get a turn.
Oh, fine, I'll wait.
Well,
Oh,
Torek,
yeah, Torek,
you do
sorry.
get a turn. I just
Wow.
apologise.
Still
I
Torrek's
just.
Torek, it is your turn.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Torek does nothing. Hey, you go.
Torek
It's
stands
better
there
be
and
more
watches my
impressive
laugh
than what
around
I'm about
die.
to do.
Torek sees a rug
Killing Nylathia.
killing Nylathria. Okay.
And also
He
Zulak
is-
being stabbed.
He is cautious
technically.
enough that he is gonna see if he knows anything about this rug.
It's killing now fire.
As in if it
So
looks
Torek-
like a
Torek
curse
literally does
or
nothing.
I don't
Make
know,
me
enchantment
make a free object interaction, which would be your perception or investigation or arcana.
Okay, and is it? It's not an action, right?
No.
That's
Unless you roll a nat 1, then it is an action.
9. You said what? Sorry, Arcana.
Arcana, perception, or investigation.
What about animal handling?
It's not an animal.
Perception. Where's my perception? Oh, it's here.
It just turns into Steve Irwin. Down, lad, down. Crikey, he's a
Crikey.
grumpy bugger.
Crikey, I've
Crikey.
seen some of these in the wild.
Crikey, mate.
Where's my? Oh, there it is. Perception. So that was a 9 plus 7, so that's 16.
16. This would be considered a construct. Something magically enchanted that used to be inanimate. You would get the sense that
Sorry,
dispel
I missed
magic
this
would
thing
not
for
work
you.
because this is now considered a living thing.
Damn it.
But something like these things usually don't pick up many more hit points than your average object. So like if you were to stab a normal rug like 3 or 4 times with slashing damage, it would be a ruined piece of furniture. And it's already been stabbed once. It's approaching single digits
why-
in hit points.
Why did you say dispel magic wouldn't work?
Because it's a living creature. In the same way
It
that
says
if...
choose one creature, object, or magical effect.
I know, but in the same way as if you were coming across like a Warforged, you would not be able to spend a spell slot and instantly kill that object.
Okay, I see what you mean.
It is not an effect that is affecting a creature.
That's
It is
sad.
giving life to a creature. That's
Okay,
the
I cast
difference.
Cloud killing.
That was
you-
what
not-
kill
I
all
don't-
container with the
I was
nut
gonna
card.
say, on that roll, you also know that this entity, as a non-living object, is immune to poisoned, psychic, charm, deafened, exhausted, frightened, paralysed, petrified, or poisoned.
You know what it's not immune to?
But it
Bed
can
bugs.
be blinded.
Rats.
But it does have blind sight.
Damn.
Rats.
It's not immune to bed bugs.
It won't
Termite
be
damage.
immune.
Oh,
Heal me.
we rats nibbling at it might help you.
Yeah.
Rats like furniture.
You do have a spell, Infestation,
I
that does
know.
that.
It's called Vengeance, thank you very much. And I
Just-
think I'm gonna cast
Bring it
that.
I cast vengeance.
I do, I
I
cast
cast justice.
Vengeance.
Make your attack roll. Or is it a saving throw for me?
It's I don't know. It's con 15. Attack save con 15.
A 5.
Haha!
So I fail. I take full damage. Roll for damage.
Don't fail me
The
now.
bedbugs
you
fry.
bastard. It's gonna fail me. It's not so bad. That's 7 damage.
7 damage.
The rats nibble.
It is...
area.
I can now hear rats nibbling at my face.
Yes.
You're just getting scurried about by like all these things.
Out of game is on 4 hit points. This rug is looking fecked. You have a bonus action.
I
So
do.
I'm
and
gonna hit it with my 0 damage.
I'm gonna healing word poor Nyla again. I think.
Power word kill.
If I have anything else.
Rest
I
child.
can
Have
do.
you got any?
She's at that point.
Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna do.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, you know damn well you won't.
Word, one spell slot,
Just gonna keep it up. I'm never healing stat.
D4.
Never healing stat.
That sucks. That's a 7. You heal 7 points.
It's better than nothing.
Yes, I suppose.
Keeps her alive.
Lubnub, you are up
Are
next.
you still single digits?
Oh, I
So-
will say, Toric does. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No.
Toric
I'll
does
never forgive you.
step in a little. Oh shit.
Like here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I almost took damage.
Are the French finished?
I accidentally killed myself
French
with a
is
healing.
finished. You
You what?
impatient little slut.
Ooh.
You think I'm skinny?
So, it is your turn.
Having activated my rage ages ago, I'm
Yes.
going to activate Mighty Impel. And I'm gonna, I can't say that word on stream, I'm gonna boot this guy in between the balls and send him flying skyward.
You can do so.
If you could please make a strength check to see if you can avoid it.
I will.
Aw.
It's just
Oh, sorry, I think it's a strength saving throw, to be specific.
Toric, what's your AC?
Oh, he's next.
17.
Motherfucker, meets it, beats it.
Beats it.
Aw.
Well, if you're not willing to go up, you can just go down, as I'm gonna reckless start swinging into him.
You can do so.
Eyeball.
Just
Non-lethally.
Lub, punch this guy's balls.
Is
That's
it
out
not
the window at
lethal,
this point,
though?
if
Is
we're
it
honest.
non-lethal?
them!
So, 26 to hit.
Not
So
that.
that'll hit. Yeah, that'll do it.
Non-lethal, not
commoner.
Yeah.
Imagine getting nut tapped by Lubnub.
That's the
Bang!
new episode name.
You
Is
don't have to-
non-lethal nut tap.
You don't have to imagine it's happening live on stream.
Just bark.
Right,
Love casts testicle torsion.
Testicular torture.
19 points of thunder,
Okay.
followed by 11 points of radiant.
Describe what happens to the testicles of this commoner
Oh, no.
as you spatter him across the wall.
Oh, no.
So I booted him,
Yeah.
and somehow he held firm. So I transferred that momentum into kind of an overhead golf swing,
Mhm.
which I purposely missed the first swing, carry it again, on the second time bring it up right in between the legs.
And you watch Zuak, you just turn around and you're like, non-lethal, and you watch as just like an old Japanese movie where blood just, it's a small hesitation and then blood everywhere. It is dead.
With a thunder wave.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about that.
The most lethal nut tap there is ever.
Second attack, I guess.
Yes.
Non-lethal nut taps.
Is he within walking range to just...
brains just
Yep.
in the floor.
So I walk up behind him.
Don't worry guys, we can question the rug when we're done.
Just snaps.
Not if I need to take another turn. Oh fuck, I'm rolling damage. I mean, I've got
Not
advantage,
confident.
it's unlike... I am not confident against this one.
Curse it like that.
Oh, that's what
Oh no, it's a 23.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh.
23 will hit.
I may have
Connor's
cursed
good
one that
dodge.
one, but the other one was a 10.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Please
non-lethal.
stop killing them.
It's gonna be non-lethal to death.
Look, as the only person currently not losing to a rug, I'm not accepting feedback.
I'm currently not accepting criticism.
I'm just got involved in this fight.
Hey, the rug hasn't hurt me.
I
So-
haven't even had a go at it yet.
Oh, but no, after
18
that.
points of
I don't think
thunder
Jenna was here, but I've started trying to crowbar it off your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
14 points of
Full
radiant.
raging style.
Describe to me what happens to this second commoner.
He's just facing off with the defender, and it's very much the slow down, being hit by a train before the thunder crack goes off and he
Yeah.
smashes into the wall.
And are you attempting non-lethal?
I'll roll a wisdom
Fact, you had
check
to
on
think
that
about
one.
that.
I'll say
I'll roll
your-
a wisdom
I'll
on
say
that
wisdom
one.
of 12.
Pass. That's a 14 before I even get modifier, so yeah.
So you can choose to be non-lethal.
He can live.
Oh.
For now.
Since Zuak's did like, no, don't kill them.
But does he have his testicles?
He did not specify
There's
that he was
just-
targeting the testicles.
No, he doesn't have his kidneys.
Kill them.
We're gonna walk
That's
in.
alright, you can
No,
live without those ones.
You're coming out of this rug to
He's
walk
physically
into a room
embedded
that's
in the
got,
wall,
like,
if I've done it
Texas
correctly.
Chainsaw music.
So,
Like,
Up
you guys
next.
can do it too.
Yeah, like,
Nylathria,
Right,
at the
much
start of your
damage
turn,
did I take?
you take 8 damage.
Go back down to
God.
that single digits. Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's rough.
Oh god, I've just seen how much you're on.
And next up is the rug.
Have you tried believing
I'm
in
gonna
yourself?
have to try and get it off. Like,
If you don't
Since
get out this
I'm
turn,
held,
you're
does
down
not-
I'm
advantage.
down if I
No,
don't get
because you
out.
need to spend your action to give someone else advantage.
I spent my action trying to crowbar off the
Yeah,
face.
Yeah,
that
you
was your
used
action.
your action to do that.
That's if this helps.
Nope. Out.
Up next is the rug.
Ruggy boy, don't do it.
He's going to roll his attack. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Your armor,
God!
your armor is stopping this damage.
Finally!
It's like that guy who's getting swallowed by the anaconda and the big fucking.
I've just seen Isla almost gives up. She's like, "This is it. This is it." Oh.
Stan, you're up.
What else? You got?
Crowbar!
Give me a strength check.
It almost worked the first time.
Didn't.
Someone get this
With
woman out of
advantage,
this
because
bug.
crowbar will
Oh my
give you-
god, not 20 for 22! Finally!
Nyla, you watch as you just give up.
Yeah.
And miraculously, your armor stops the rug. It just snags, some of the frayed edges snags on your armor, and Stan uses this leverage to free you from this creature. So, the rug is pushed back slightly.
Oh
No,
yeah.
not
We've
the
been
normal
saved.
rug.
I'm sorry, normal rug, but
Right.
you need to get bonus action stabbed.
Jeez.
Make me an attack roll.
There is like 3 of you before I get there, and if I have to put this thing down,
This,
none of you are living it down.
this time I will be using the flame one. I'd want to burn this
No,
rug.
no, oh god.
That's a 12 to hit.
12 is the creature's AC.
I rolled
Meets
a
it,
nat
meets it.
2.
Missed that rug.
I rolled a damn nat 2. That's 6 slashing.
Yay!
Describe to me how you kill this creature.
Fucking
No, I
finally.
need to roll fire damage. I need to know how fire. Not very fiery.
Not very. 1 point of fire damage. Luckily, it was only on 4 hit points.
I wake up on my on my back,
Yeah.
turn to the side, and see him.
Nyla's skin is almost blue above the neck.
Oh,
like,
God.
she is being choked badly.
That bad, dude.
I rip it off of Nyla, throw it away, and as it's in the air, I just cleave clean through it.
Yeah. And you watch as Stan heroically, on the 3rd attempt, finishes this rug off.
For the last like 12 seconds, open your mouth, open it! Oh god, crowbar! Fuck!
Yeah, 18 seconds of choking aggressively, and you
Oh,
watch as
no, don't
Stan
do
just gone.
I got you.
I removed the rug.
Aggressively
Can
choking
I
for
say-
18 seconds.
Oh, we
Through like
out
a
of
choked,
initiative?
breath to Stan. Can I go, fuck
What the
me.
fuck is
Never
that?
munch-struck like that.
What is that? The defender?
That's the defender.
Yeah, that's Zuax's defender. He summons
Oh,
it.
right, yeah.
So you are correct. You are out of initiative. There is no more
Yay.
combatants at the moment.
I'm gonna rush
Well, it's
over.
just
Will I rage? No. I rush through the door. I want to find
How many
someone else to
fingers
fight.
am I holding up?
gains.
Now, after you see 4 fingers.
4.
You've got a concussion.
8.
Your diagnosis is air deprivation.
I go, you're a turtle, you don't have fingers. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
You do have fingers. You absolutely
Nyla,
have
how many-
hands.
So that's what I say, I go, you don't have fingers.
How many claws am I holding up?
8.
And a
Nice.
desperate
Purple.
effort to keep my wrist
Concussion.
up. I'm busting this door down.
72.
You burst that door down. It is not locked, so you smack the shit out of it.
Locked is irrelevant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one of my
Toilet.
superior healing
Like,
potions.
is watching these idiots
What is that?
recover
So
and
you
then
get
from the
8d4
other side of the
plus
room
8.
here's
8d4.
Yeah.
it's like, oh god, what
Kill
now?
that.
Cross
So
that
you
door.
can see
Gather
that
the
those
gang.
doors. That door is labelled room.
I can give you
The
two.
room.
This door next to you is labelled toilet. Then you have another door labelled rooms,
Room.
and then you have another door labelled toilet, and then you have another door labelled rooms.
Oh, okay.
It's my desperate effort to find a thing to fight, so that door goes down too.
Nothing in here to fight.
I'll just roll that
Goodbye, rage.
twice and then add 8 to it.
What do I get? 3?
Room with
You
the
get 8.
4 beds.
Okay.
Still roll this way?
Disappointed, I
I
head
don't
back to
think
the
any
party.
room with beds.
So what, it's either gonna be really good or
I
really
don't
shit?
know, man.
I think the worst thing you get is what?
No, that's definitely shit. Come on.
So, what is everybody up to?
You're giving the potion.
Oh yeah,
Fun.
I pull out a superior potion of healing from my bag, and I'm like that. Open your mouth. I'm going.
Oh, it's the
You've been here
second time.
before. You
Yeah.
open your mouth.
Okay.
And there's not a
You guys
rug in the way
exist.
this time.
Right.
So that's 8d4 plus 8. Oh, it's no man.
Torik's gonna
Could be
like
worse, it
watch
could be
these
worse.
guys do their thing
So
and
that's
just be like,
9.
okay, let's go see
9.
what Lovenob's up to before another fight starts.
He can
Over
help
there.
himself.
You watch Lovenov return bored and disappointed.
Yeah.
24 plus
So he
8.
just
Or
goes,
2.
oh,
There we go.
That's not
well,
And I have another one.
he is gonna go and just like check out.
24
the
plus 8,
rooms
so you
behind,
heal 32.
I heal 32.
That's pretty good.
See if there's not any
The
trap.
first rule was rule that had the second
Make me an
rule.
investigation check.
My favourite.
There's 4 vampires sitting under each bed.
Yeah, man.
I need to get rid of the winged boots as well. Actually, you've got them.
That's how Stan sleeps.
Yeah.
Honk!
I can believe that.
Investigation 12 plus 6, 18.
I do
18?
have other spell slots. but I'll save
You
those
don't
just
see
in
any
case we don't
signs of hidden doors. Everything seems to be fairly open and obvious.
What about that?
If
In
you
all
need
of
it
these
right now,
rooms.
or
if you look on the maps,
Yeah.
all the places that are uncovered, you can see the doors.
Yeah.
There are nothing hidden.
Just in case
Welcome,
I
Waffle
can't
God. You missed half the party, lose
Well,
to a rug.
These ones
Yeah.
here to the right, I am gonna have
I
a
don't.
look.
I don't see where you're pointing. Remember, so please
Okay, 'cause if
use
we-
use
over
the
to the
map
screen
features.
I don't know how to, but
Look
Vinny
at-
will do it. There we go. Thank you, Vinny.
You want to open up those doors.
I wanna see if, like, I'm gonna... If there's any cracks in the wood or in anything.
There
You want a crack in
seems
the wood?
there seems to be people in some of these
Not
rooms.
even an innuendo, I was opening.
Oh, fair enough.
Just could break the wall down if you wanted.
The what, sorry? There's
There
windows.
seems to be people in some of these rooms.
Oh.
Guys, there's a bomb!
And did nobody reacted to the whole fight in the... Okay.
You don't know.
And randos screaming, there's a bomb.
We
You
were
have no
actually
idea.
fairly quiet.
God, I wish I could
You-
Well, that was
swear.
not.
meld.
My weapon cracked thunder every time it smacks up the skull.
They might think it's a storm inside.
Hit the storms inside.
I think we should go get the others now, and I'm gonna pat her on the back and help her up. And while I do that, I'm gonna discreetly cast Death Ward on her.
Wow. Okay. Perfect.
He's also given me another potion just to
I've
keep
given
keep
Nyla
hold
another
of.
superior health potion just in case. So the next time you would go down and hit 0 hit points, you instead drop to 1.
Sick. Okay. I'm gonna remember something that I bought and asked the DM for and forgot that I had. I'm gonna go back into this area, like the main thing.
Mhm.
I have a doormat.
You do, yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
another
get
one.
out my doormat and I'm gonna look up. See how like roofs have like little like edges around it?
Yeah.
Is there a little ledge by the roof?
Sure.
I'm gonna doormat up
Oh.
Okay.
and set a homemade Molotov cocktail on the ledge at the roof.
Okay. So you
It is unfortunate.
magically become on the roof, and then
No. I'm in the room with the. I'm in the dining room,
yeah.
and I'm saying, see how the inside of, not the outside of a roof, the inside of buildings, like,
Yes.
have
What
like
bit's in there?
skirting if it's like a wooden building.
So you're just placing a Molotov there, or you are
Yeah.
chucking
No,
a
I'm
Molotov there.
placing a Molotov
Right.
up in the corner of the ceiling.
That's what I was trying to work out. Is are you placing or are you like
Launching.
chucking?
No, I'm placing.
So would you like to describe to the party what happens, what they
Yeah,
see?
I get out my doormat,
God.
lay it on the ground, like in the corner, step on it, and rise up
Just
on my doormat and place a Molotov cocktail,
Oh my god.
and then go back down.
Unlit, I presume.
Yeah, unlit.
Well, Tarek doesn't actually see
Roll
this 'cause
up
he's
my
in the
doormat
corners.
again, put it back in my bag, and go, right, Zax.
Can I do that? Does it go
Oh.
vertical, horizontal?
Do you want to
levels?
stand?
So,
I think I should wait.
You
a
can
couple
see
minutes.
that,
Who's that guy?
because you are being
Cast with-
incredibly cautious,
Yes.
Is that you?
you can see that there are commoners cowering in the corner,
Okay.
Who's cowering in the shower?
hoping to not be disturbed. And then you can also see someone is cowering in the shitter.
He's called Blastwind.
Yes, he is.
He's going
Blast
Oh,
one, stop
no,
blasting
he's
wind and get out of
covered in
here!
That was the name of the NPC
Nice.
just on D&D Beyond. So I was like, you know what? That's exactly where he would be hanging out.
Fair enough.
Blast one, stop blasting wind and get the fuck out the building.
Right, I am going to move my
Do you
way
tell
up
anyone there's people cowering?
to Torek.
Well, I suppose
I
if
think that's a
Surak
no.
just appears next to me, Torik's
He
like
doesn't. No.
was about to walk off.
We
What?
anti-meta game him back to the corner.
Oh,
No,
right.
okay. I'm like that Torek, and I come
Torek.
through. I just wanted to blast through and be like, "What are you doing in here? There's a bomb!" You know.
You can.
Bonus action, mighty impale at the window.
I'm gonna be like, "Oh, guys, we should go see what Torek is up to."
Wow, that is amazing insight. We totally should.
However, Torek was doing.
Right, yeah, no, Torik is gonna just kind of walk off, see the other rooms, but it seems there is nothing.
Nothing on this side of the building.
I'm gonna go, guys. Do you think maybe the direction we want to go is the direction that was guarded by the evil fucking rug?
What fucking rug?
Torik
A
at
rug
this point
killed
comes
me
back into the
almost.
room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
It was the other side.
And you wanted to come here by yourself.
Yeah, but
That is so true. See, if you were here yourself, you would
Yeah,
have been murdered by
you
a
would have
bug.
lost to a rug actually.
yeah. But
That won't make a really good story
Yeah,
at the
that's-
end of the time.
No.
You know.
I'm not really looking to be a good story.
Yeah, but like they.
You guys know I've been trying to decorate my house.
But like ring around.
I don't think you want that kind of rug in your house.
No, neither do I, but it was quite pretty.
I
So
saw it,
why
it
is
did
that
not
guy
look very
still alive?
appealing.
Who?
There's a
I
commoner.
gesture at the commoner
There's
who's
a
embedded
commoner
in the wall.
passed out in the wall.
So I think these people have been magically, and I'm gonna look at the one that's plastered above me as like a bit of brain just.
Yeah.
Oh god, where's his nutsack?
Oh god.
These guys were magically possessed. I don't think they have any control over what they are currently doing. They are innocent.
I'm
That's
gonna
rough.
kind of reach
Collateral
out
damage, I
and
guess.
grab Lubnub's wrist and go, do you want me to take you to where the evil rug was and there might be something else for you to...
This is a strange method of doing this, but sure.
lead him physically. I'm like,
Hold him by the hand.
protect
Just holding hands. Okay, here's where you're gonna
protect me.
fight.
Come on, Grandma.
I'm capable of understanding
Emo.
instructions, but okay.
Love, you are now next to Nilatria in that corridor, and you can see the remnants of what used to be a rug.
I'm gonna say that
Come on,
really,
Nemo.
really killed me.
With a
It's
single
really tough.
singe in the middle.
Defender, follow Lubnub and give him advantage
Yeah.
whenever you can.
What was that?
It does.
Oh.
Lubnub, and he's
Stop
I've
that.
been pressing something else at the same time.
Stop that much
That, that almost kills you.
Yeah, I think maybe that the guy who I gave the weapon to, that he thought it was going to be good enough to kill a vampire and then it wasn't, and then he got turned into a vampire and I feel really guilty about it, but then I give you a good weapon and now I'm kind of like, maybe he was shit. I think it's maybe his rug, and I think we should continue exploring this way.
Oh god, we killed his rug.
We killed his pet rug.
No.
I just think maybe it was there to guard something and it could be something that you could hit.
What if this is his
And you like
rug's room?
hitting stuff.
Isn't there a chest on the other side of the rug?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it was guarding that, but I'm scared now.
Okay, I throw my maul at the rug. It doesn't come back to me. Not the rug, the
The
chest.
chest, yeah.
It
I was
doesn't come
gonna
back
say,
to me because I'm
take
not
that
reaching.
rug.
The chest does not do anything. The rug doesn't do anything as the hammer
The
flies
chest
over
could
it.
have done
The
something.
chest
It would've
explodes. You do not need to roll damage.
Every glass bottle inside.
It was filled with wine and cutlery.
Oh.
Ah, no hidden staircase. Damn. Huh?
I'm gonna go on the other side.
Actually, roll damage.
Well, I didn't hate it.
No, but you do still have your thunder effect, I believe.
No,
Is that only when you're
that's
raging?
Only tied to my rage.
Roll
so that's
roll
gone.
normal damage.
Oh, fuck. 2d6 plus 7 because we've done the rage bonus. 15.
15.
15
You
bludgeoning.
shatter through this chest and your maul embeds in the wall behind it. And when you take the maul out, behind that wall, you can see there's a staircase leading down.
Excellent work, Love. You truly are the best.
Torik is having a look through
I'm
this door
gonna
before.
Pick up
This is
the
revealed.
shards of wooden chest that look the pointiest.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
You would realise that this is not classed as a stake. because it would need to be sharpened into a steak. Like a steak is a rounded thing that needs to be sharpened.
Steaks out, everybody.
Can I now start sharpening with the
Sure.
radiant thing? Because I
Yeah,
imagine
sure.
that'll really quite quickly.
Yeah,
I feel like my whole
And I have two
circle
steaks.
you're looking through the door.
Yeah.
Here.
I read a book once, guys, of there
Good
was
for you.
people hunting a vampire, and they ripped up the floorboards from above the vampire, so the light came down and got it.
Inside.
So I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't the door I was looking through, but I'll
Wonderful.
take it.
That's
This one's so much
I would have
better.
looked through that
DM,
one.
I'm gonna
too.
go back a bit, and I'm gonna physically go back a bit, and I'm gonna, before we continue,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
right in
front.
the middle of the tables room, just
Yeah.
middle of the floor, sit another Molotov cocktail.
wonderful. In here you can see that the room you're looking into is a large bathroom. There is buckets and what you like, water and shower, communal shower basically, with public toilet.
Looks boring. What's that room though?
You can see that the room that Lubnub is standing right in front of seems to be the kitchen. And inside you can see two animated suits of armour walking around cooking.
Oh.
You can see
People.
knives chopping magically on the table, and you can see
That's
brooms
why there weren't any
going round
waiting
and cleaning.
staff.
Lubnub, did you know knives have a silent K in them?
Lubnub has found a secret staircase.
Right, you guys
Is
do that.
gonna-
I'm gonna go check
I'm
out
not
the
gonna tell you
kitchen.
where.
Like, can see that there's a door
It's at the
in the
start of
middle
the
of the
word
room as
love
well,
novel.
so it's going to enter and go and look
You
through
said
that
you
door
felt
as well.
guilty
it is
that
the
we're giving
kitchen
this guy a
storeroom.
sword. Why?
And has a look for anything that would be interesting.
Killed
Bread,
the vampire
wine,
and he
some meat
thought
stores.
he
You find
had
like
something
dried
to kill a
sausage, that
vampire.
type of
Oh, he
thing.
takes a
Killed
couple of
vampire.
sausages
Okay.
for the rats.
Okay.
You gave him a magic sword, right?
And then he is
Magic can kill vampires.
Well,
he is going to walk back.
Yes or
into
no?
the
Don't give me a
main
long
room
winter story.
right. Well, we might want to take a seat for this one.
and have
Just-
I just push him to the side. Right. To my opinion, magic can kill vampires, so I just kind of hold his mouth shut. So it sounds like you're talking shit, and this guy just sucks ass.
That might be the case.
You all learned last session that when a vampire dies, unless it is killed with sun damage or some other holy effect, it mystifies and reforms somewhere else
And then
with
you can
all of its memories and knowledge and power.
And then you can stake it through the heart. So this guy sucks
If
ass.
they know where to find it, yes.
Unless said man thought this blade that he was given would turn into the fucking sun when he stabbed it. as
And
he
was
told.
under the
He might
impression that it was permanently dead when it died in front of him.
Yeah. Then
That sounds cool.
yeah,
It still sounds like a skill issue to me.
it does. It does.
So if I find this sword, I'm going to kill him with it and prove my point, because fuck you. And I do flip off to it.
Okay.
You flip off Zuak.
Shall we go down this mystery staircase?
Torek has gone back into the main room to have a look at the food and drinks because he's been like enthralled. Some weird commoners were in a bad state. Is gonna have a look at the just the food and drinks, see if there's
Don't knock
anything
over my
that
Molotov.
looks off.
Bad state's an understatement. He's
Oh no, Molotov!
Ah, that's weird. What's this bottle do?
So
Might
you're
as
going to
well
investigate the
light it
food
on
and drink.
Yes.
It appears
Free
normal.
Alcohol takes a cut.
Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. It appears normal. I hate that sentence.
I mean, it does.
Give me an investigation check if you would like.
Yes, I do. I would like. That's a 15, but I've used investigation so many. Plus 6 is 21.
One.
The food is regular soup, regular bread, regular meat.
And the wine is just wine.
Just wine.
Cool.
Although it's rather high in iron.
I'll get you guys downstairs.
Wait, so actually.
Stan, as you walk into the kitchen, one
Yeah,
of the
come on.
animated suits of armour turns and says, "This is trespassing. Please leave."
I'm a chef, such
No,
as
God,
I've
no.
been sent to
God,
help.
yeah,
I
this
need
is
to
right.
help here.
So can you please just...
You have a
with the
countdown.
warrant?
Failing to exit prior to the countdown's finishing will result in physical harm.
I rush in.
We have a warrant.
I have a warrant.
We have a warrant. We're allowed to be here.
This is from the Crown.
10,
We have a warrant.
9,
We have a
I'm
warrant.
not a child. You can't count me out.
Can I
8,
start cooking?
7.
This man's a shit.
I'm gonna-
Start cooking.
I'm gonna throw on my apron
6.
and start
I'm
cooking.
Oh my
Gonna
God.
Right,
stab
5.
him with my sword.
Let's get out of here. Let's...
4. You stab one.
Yeah.
God.
No,
Roll me an attack roll.
That's so rude.
Which one?
Welcome to combat.
Wait, actually, I'm not gonna stab it because I'm smart enough to know it doesn't have blood.
It's a suit of armor.
3.
I'm just gonna start
Right.
cooking in my apron.
4.
Gonna keep
Love,
cooking.
let's go downstairs.
5.
I start busting
Seven.
Put
open.
it back up again.
7.
2.
Start busting open the secret staircase.
Yeah.
You bust open the secret staircase. Meanwhile, Stan, you are going to get rushed by every object simultaneously.
Hell yeah!
Oh God. I was
I'm
actually
gonna
gonna. I'm
die
not gonna lie.
Oh god, guys, what happened?
I was gonna go into the kitchen with Stan because I wanted to steal one of the animated knives or something for later. So I'm gonna try and wrangle one
Pet
into a
knife.
bag of holding if I can.
I got a pet knife, guys.
Oh, D&D Beyond has crashed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
also having this issue right now.
These technical difficulties are brought to you by.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like technical difficulties, then you are going to absolutely love air.
Yeah.
That's right. We are sponsored by the concept of air today.
Oh, don't you mean the falling apart coastal city within the country of Scotland? Air.
No.
Ah.
This air.
No.
This air right here.
So, you're going to take... First attack misses.
That's rough.
It is rough when we're meant to be fighting a vampire.
That's a 20 to hit.
No.
Smoosh.
Then you are going to take another 2 attacks.
This has gone downhill so fast.
That misses as well. That misses as well.
Again.
I'm just standing in a kitchen, nothing's happening.
He belongs there.
You dare hurt me in
Tonic
my...
It's gonna
has
miss
not
as
had
well.
any
You
of
dare
this and
try to
just
hurt me in my-
followed-
Does a 23 hit?
followed
That
all
does
up.
hit.
The main
You take
expansion. kitchen.
4 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
Ouch.
No.
Ouchie.
God, no.
So you're not going to be sunbursting
Misses.
anything tonight, are you?
Nice.
No,
And
nice.
that misses.
More assertive, like
You
a
take attacks from all of them, and the only one that cuts you is the knife you try and pick up.
He tries to pick up.
Well, you're going to be cooking.
That's
No,
true.
no, I'm standing at the door with my bag open, getting ready.
You all
to go
watch
out.
as Stan is swarmed by these creatures, and they are all wailing on him.
Dear God.
Stan, just leave. Get out of the kitchen.
This is
Leave
my
it alone.
kitchen now.
Are you going to make an attack? Because if not, if you're going
I
to
will.
continue cooking, you're going to take a full round of attacks again.
I will make an attack. I would like to cast Sword Burst.
Cast Sword Burst.
Feel like
What is
I've
that? A saving
Everything
throw?
within 5 feet of me
I'm
needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not gonna lie, this is Stan's situation. I'm not getting involved in this.
It's none of my business.
This is none of my
I
business.
feel like I've missed something
DC's
important in
19.
this session. I killed 2 commoners and what you guys have been dying with animated objects.
This is the first time I've been damaged.
Why are you being attacked by Beauty and the Beast?
1 knife and 1 broom passes, takes no damage. The rest, how much do they take?
Yes.
They take 4 damage.
Right.
4 force damage.
Stan does have an issue with kitchens, and we should have known better than to let him see.
Just
kitchens.
cast Shatter on every single one of them.
Oh, those could. No, I couldn't dispel magic on them.
I think you can.
No, it's the same thing as a rug.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure you can cast a spell magic on an animated suit of armour and it falls unconscious for a minute.
Is that true?
Do you really want to use a 3rd level spell to knock something unconscious for a
No,
minute?
but I'm just saying. I think
Animated
that
armour specifically
happens.
has anti-magic susceptibility. That is correct. Everything else would be unaffected.
Aha! Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Oh.
That's your action. Do you want to use a bonus action?
How have we
I
spent
would.
2 hours just getting into the pub?
I would like...
Because we
It's
got
a
beat
very
up,
dangerous pub,
we got
okay?
beat up by a rug.
I would like to
Pretty
bonus
deadly
action
There
stab
were
it.
really nasty commoners
Stab
and
what?
a normal rug.
I'll stab a suit of armour.
Wonderful.
It literally took my patience
Does a
running out for me to
23
enter
hit?
this building.
It does.
Damn, these guys really couldn't hit me for anything. It takes 8 piercing damage and 6 holy damage.
Torek stands at the
Wonderful.
door and just like, why are you doing this, Stan?
Yeah, we're all like
As you
at
get
the door.
attacked.
This is my goddamn
Watch them.
kitchen.
That's
That's
not true. Torek
First
doesn't
one's
do
a
that.
20 to hit.
Miss.
What's your AC?
21.
21.
21.
20.
And what's even better, my HP is the funny number.
Nice.
Nice. Fuck's sake. This was the big, yay, let's go kill some vampires session.
That's not happening now.
Nah.
You take 7
That's so
points of
not-
bludgeoning
Unless we can do it in 2 hours.
Ah,
from a broom.
Admittedly, we've not even got there yet.
not the
Killed,
broom.
He gets beat up by Abram.
your undies or whatever it
Your
was.
undies.
Yeah.
In
I killed your undies.
And like under, yeah, it was like 18 seconds or something.
What about
And you're going to take
We killed
another
the Yagamis
5
in
points of
2 turns.
piercing from a knife. Everything else misses.
Ow.
We cleansed your undies in like 2 turns.
Yeah.
Have an aneurysm.
And it's your turn again.
Half the party.
Do the things look damaged?
Vaguely.
Right, and our sword burst it is. More dexterity saving throws.
Can I send a message to Stan?
Yo,
Sure.
what
Don't waste the
fuck?
spell
Yo,
slot.
stop.
Please don't.
That's
Message, it's
Oh,
cantrip.
Bro, stop fighting.
No, I'm going to cast Stan. If you walk just outside the kitchen to this corridor, they'll probably go back to work.
That's not the
This
issue.
is my goddamn kitchen.
We can come back to this kitchen.
And if they rush us, if we go downstairs and they
Uh,
rush down the stairs,
Only
pulling
only the
trousers
suit of
in.
armour passes.
oh nice.
We can bring the vampires into the
That's
kitchen.
6 force damage.
Everything is still standing.
I'd also like to bonus action stab that same suit of armour once more
You do so.
with a 13 to hit.
Misses.
I mean,
Oh,
his heart's stuck on it if you want to go help.
it's my kitchen.
Can I enter initiative just to speed this along?
Sure.
I'm not getting involved.
Whack.
They're-
Whack.
13.
Brooms miss.
He'll have his, he wants his kitchen. The
That's
boy
what we
wants
just
his
look at each
kitchen.
other like, we go.
Tonic's gonna go down the stairs
You
without
take
them.
2 piercing
No,
from
we've just
one
decided
of the
we think
knives.
Ow.
Can I look over at Torek and be like,
we're with us.
You're going to take 3 from one of the armours.
You taking the defender with you?
oh, he's been told to stay
No, he's been
and,
sure to help you.
and give you advantage, so the defender's staying up here with you guys.
And that is all from this round.
To be fair, Tonic didn't even notice anything was happening because he walked right past that door
Sword
and he
burn.
was just watching the wall be destroyed.
Dex
Then he sees
saves?
Lubnub
Dex
fuck
saves.
off and he's
They
just
need
like,
to roll a 19 or higher.
he's gonna kill us all.
It would be so awesome.
Be
It
so
would be
cool.
so cool.
Oh, hey,
Sit
both
across
both
here,
knives
what we got
pass.
ourselves into.
Oh.
It's the responsibility. It's being one year older now. You have to do these things.
Yeah, you got to be the dad of the group.
Yeah.
Okay, and Lubnub, you enter initiative.
Cool.
Roll for initiative.
13.
Wonderful. You're up before Stan.
Cool. Just let me know when I can go. Oh, I can go
Now, yeah.
Maul into the closest broom. I'm not even raging, I'm just disappointed.
Also, did the
Yes,
things
well,
that failed-
sorry, yes.
Looking, concerned
everything-
dad.
Everything bar both armour fails.
Okay, they take 11 damage.
From sword burst?
Yeah, it's 2d6.
We're decent level,
Actually,
right?
both brooms go down. So you do
You're
not,
not
need,
attacking that broom.
you do not need to
No,
attack
I
a
guess
broom.
I go into the armour instead.
Hell yeah.
And one of the knives goes down.
But I can bonus action stab again.
You guys gonna get XP from this?
Oh.
It's not an XP
I
campaign,
get
so no.
XP from
Yeah,
the
we just
rock.
get like.
yeah.
Did I level up from the
DM.
rock?
No, you did not.
Did I level up from
How
killing
much
broom?
XP do we get
I'd
from
like to
killing?
bonus action stab with a 28 to hit.
Oh,
28 to hit the armour.
Yes.
You hit.
Vector.
DM, while they're in the process of fighting,
5 piercing.
Nyla, Zuax, and
Two-hole.
Torek are going to go downstairs. Without
Wonderful. So I remove you from the map.
Tonic is gonna like
And
I'd go
Lubnub, it is your turn.
first. As discreet.
So
as
to
possible.
attack that armour if it's still standing, that's a 9 plus 13.
That'll hit.
16 points of damage. No.
You should try and wrangle
13
that
points of
animated
damage
knife.
on the first hit.
Yeah.
It's just
Still
your
standing.
Downstairs, Torek. I've been stabbed.
30 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 points of bludgeoning.
Still standing.
It's me.
Just so you're aware, DM, so we've said it to you. I think the Chaos Gremlins have headed downstairs.
Yeah,
They have, yeah, no, I've marked them off the map.
Just so you know,
Yeah, we've said.
we've
We've said.
skedaddled.
Oh, I don't even have.
Stan, that's a 22 and a 23 to hit you
Since I used all
on the
my
first
second
armor.
level, I don't have pass without a trace.
That one misses.
I have Moonbeam, yes.
We need that.
And then 23 to hit.
That
So you're going to take 3 attacks.
okay.
1.
It's the backstory he created for himself. He had to have it.
I
Oh.
don't think this is
So
a
you
mold
take
back.
19
Oh,
This is
piercing.
110%
No,
backstory.
it's-
All
Is
out.
that
He's a
all?
chef. He needs
How
to
much
be in
damage
kitchen.
did each of them do individually?
You got 7, 5, 7.
Not worth it. Alright. I was deciding whether or not I would just reduce the damage, but I can only do it with one attack.
Yeah.
How's your hit points, Nyla?
Great.
Higher than Stan's now.
Mm.
Stan, you would be up next. Then after that, it'll be the armor again, and then it'll be Lubnub because you got inserted in between. I was doing all the attacks.
And I did-
Lubnub
I gave
looks like
Nyla-
he's far enough away for sword
Yeah, I
burst.
stayed out with the 5-foot range.
Perfect. That's a sword
deal.
burst if ever I heard of it.
Because you're
okay.
superior here on polishing, that'll do some good numbers to you.
Fail, and minimum damage is going to kill both of these. If they fail, they both fail.
Perfect. That's 7 force damage.
Oh, I didn't attack with the knife.
No, a knife!
The knife was
What have
it
you got there?
tripped over a cup.
24 to hit.
Jesus.
3 damage.
The knife.
And
Wait,
then
well, I have 3 things attacking me? Or 4 things attacking me?
no, the armor gets 2 attacks a turn.
Oh.
And its dex save fails and it dies as well.
Skill 2. So, what does that leave left alive?
Nothing.
Cool, I go downstairs now with the defender.
We were doing something.
Oh no, I'm letting the DM know for the screen transition over to you guys. And then 12 seconds later, Lubnub shows up.
Yeah, I'll also head down.
You
So-
really did that. You really did all of that and to walk downstairs after you beat that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He claimed the kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah, the kitchen's mine. I can get to it after.
He managed. He got.
There's no
his
one to even
territory.
cook for anymore.
You know what?
So,
Oh, God.
Torek, this is what you see.
What is he?
You need to put this on
Oh yeah.
for your behaviour.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Ba-da-da-da.
Excellent.
Is it gonna fit? Is
It fits my head.
Is it awful
It's a very.
small?
It's a very small.
Wait, has he
Go
been?
on, let's try
I
something
looked
small.
away for a minute.
And then pull it to the side.
Oh my
Who's he
god.
been charmed by?
That's so beautiful.
No one, he's
No,
not
he's
charmed.
it's bad behaviour.
Oh, he's in the bad behaviour hat.
Yeah.
I was
So,
like, God, I looked away for a minute.
If you're going to act like the French, you're going to look like the French.
Torek, as you go down these stairs with
You just gave him
Nalathria
the
and Zuak following closely behind,
Uh-huh.
you can see that this is now a
That's literally
stone
the kitchen.
building. You can see flattened stone floor and stone cobbled walls.
Staircase made of wood.
Oh, it's
Staircase made of wood.
About
But it's
midway,
stone.
just slightly lower than midway on the staircase, at the far side, so that no one will trip over it on the way down. Third Molotov cocktail.
Wonderful.
Jesus.
We're getting
Torek
ready
Stan
for
intentionally
Is
tripped
gonna
over the
see.
Molotov.
He's gonna immediately see that it's all stone, and he is just like, I'll try and see if
Okay.
And you take 1 minute to cast, or is it an action?
it's just an action.
I think it's an
believe.
action.
You cast
If
action.
you ritually cast.
Well, let me double.
You
check.
can ritually cast without using a spell slot. Sorry, yes.
Guys,
Oh,
do you
I'll
think
do that
we've?
then,
Do you
yeah.
think we've
It'll
got
take 10 minutes.
guys?
10 minutes.
for
Well, that's for you to ritually cast and for me to maybe ritually cast.
I need an
Yeah, it's they're fighting anyways. At this point, we're like, yeah, I guess
I think we should.
10 minutes won't change anything.
They've probably heard us from now, so like we.
Well,
we might
Zuax,
be-
you can keep lookout, and if you think we need to move before 10 minutes, we'll stop casting.
And I'm gonna go down to the bottom of the corridor.
You can
and-
see a stone frame with a wooden door.
Tiny hut, obviously.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing right now.
God, I want to knock on that door so goddamn hard. Well, I can't see through the door now.
No, it's a wooden door. Do you have an ability that allows you to see through wood?
Can I
Yes.
use Eyes of the Grave?
Does that allow you to see through solid objects?
Let me have a look. I don't believe it does, but
Why not?
I'll be melting into
I think it's
stone.
more you know
Nine
the
minutes.
He has
location
the
of
patience
an
of a
undead
2-year-old
within
being
a.
born.
Okay,
Oh,
so you can see through.
Ah,
What?
yeah.
tiny hot.
Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
the location
But
of.
you were
10.
ritually casting last time.
If you ritually cast it, it takes 10,
Yeah.
but it's still 10 rounds. So if you're in combat, each round is 6 seconds. So it's 1 minute is 10
It only
rounds.
takes 1 minute. Can you hurry up?
Oh no, it is.
Yeah, do it faster.
It's
You can see.
behind cover
Faster
and
with
all
it,
that kind
right?
of stuff, so I can't see. Within 60
You
feet.
would know not to cast
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't use
You
it.
would not waste it.
Well, I'm.
You can
go-
crack the door if you want.
yeah, I'm gonna crack the door so I can look through.
Torek. Oh god. Torek doesn't see this, does he?
No, you're busy.
Yeah.
I'm being sneaky.
I can leave my tiny hut, can't I?
No.
No.
As soon as you leave,
Oh, then I just
it
stop. I
ends.
stop casting after 10 seconds. I go, fuck, I forget how this spell works all the time.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is useless. We
And
can't use
I'm
this.
I'm gonna catch up with Zuak 'cause I worry about him.
And Torek's like, the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, no, you're being
And just casts meld into stone.
How was I going to know?
Hi,
Yeah, no,
I
it's
was
not
worried
still
about our
bad.
plan. Or lack thereof.
We had a plan. I'm going to look and see, and then I'm like,
No, I go.
Then the vampire's standing on the other side of the door.
He's just standing there like, looking through the keyhole going,
oh, I didn't
what are those lizards doing?
He's
So-
in his house call.
Inside, as you can
The
see,
door by that point.
there is a very obvious stone coffin in the centre of the room, surrounded by a green mist.
Oh no.
Oh,
Rapier in one hand.
Wooden stake in the other.
Does the mist look flammable?
Make me a nature check.
Can I do that as well?
Methane.
I think Torek's gonna like
Wait, no, that's not actually that bad.
this guy here.
3. You don't know.
That's
You have no idea.
14.
Oh.
Looks poisonous. You're not sure if it's flammable.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Torek, do you
Torek's
enter the room?
Going through the walls, basically, just
Okay.
following, keeping his head.
As
slightly
you
out of
as you go
space.
through there,
Yes.
you are revealed another
Oh.
little stone antechamber.
Oh. Oh. He's gonna have a quick look in there as well. Does there seem to be
You do.
anything?
There's just a door. There's just a big iron door.
A second
Is
coffin.
is the fog
Oh, he's gonna
like
fall
smoke
that way.
rising to the ceiling at all? Or is it kind of everywhere?
It's kind of filling the room.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cut off another bit of my cloak. I'm gonna drench it in water and tie it around my face.
There's an odd sense of foreboding as you put fabric round your face yet again.
Yes, I go, this is horrendous, but I remember
Yeah.
I remember safety with smoke and that's
Wait,
all
did you
I've
just
got
say you
against
drenched
this.
it in water?
Uh,
Are you
around
waterboarding yourself?
around this time, Lubnub and Stan both enter.
Hi guys.
I think there's poisonous gas.
Oh, do I have
I'll win.
Nah, I
I'll
win.
win.
No, I'd win.
Zax.
What's the ceiling made of this time round?
Stone.
Oh, are you injured? That's
Gotta
unfortunate.
Do your
work for
goddamn
that.
job.
How injured are you looking?
Torek's following the walls.
Fairly injured? Fairly injured, I'd say.
Yeah,
And is what looking in?
a fairly is like in a
Still
scale
as
from
discreetly
like.
as possible.
you know,
You dip in here.
So I'm going to tell him
Fairly
about Torek is.
injured.
I think you're fine.
Round the corner. He's
I can heal
pretending
myself
to
by
be the
killing
wall.
someone
Does
if
that
you
spell
prefer
where it's
that.
like
You
stone?
can see inside here is a large
Oh my
steel
God.
a large steel cage
Oh no.
with bones at the bottom and a still living person, emaciated and bloodied,
Skillish.
Oh.
in there.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
the Mass Celestial would have came down with Lubnub as well.
Oh yeah.
Can I cast a message to Torek?
Sure.
Bro, where'd you go?
Torek, do you remember how you can dispel magic? Do you think this gas is perhaps magic?
Torek's just like starts walking back this way.
You can reply, incidentally.
But you also know I've done this too many
Intentionally
times.
He goes,
patches.
and then just
Oh.
goes back.
Torek, you need to put the fingers up though first.
Yeah.
Torek's got like
You
6
got the
seconds. I'm
Professor
walking
X.
in that room and I'm holding my breath.
He comes.
Toric
back up
reappears.
Oh, hey, man.
This. Okay, the gas. I'm not sure, but there's a person, and there's a big.
Like a vampire?
I don't know, but they're not doing good. But they're in a big cage.
I'm a doctor. Bring me to them.
There's
I know, let's split the party.
Yeah,
I know, guys.
It's never gone wrong before.
just the inside there's a giant the coffin sarcophagus
Cage.
thing.
Oh,
no,
we
in
can
this
see
room.
the sarcophagus.
Oh, in this room, Zuak
see
opened
it.
the door
they
a
can?
little.
Oh, he opened the door. Okay.
Right.
Idea.
Why don't we go try and talk to the man? But someone's
Give me a
gonna
perception
have
check, Zuak.
The second we go to talk to that guy, he just slowly opens the coffin while we're distracted.
Oh,
No,
God.
but someone's gonna have to stand here and watch
God.
the
Oh,
coffin.
fuck this. I hold my breath. I'm going over at the
No,
coffin
no,
and
no.
I'm smashing the lid open.
I need a perception check first.
Not even
You're making a
scream.
perception check first.
He can watch me smash the lid open.
9.
Nine.
Unnatural
Oh.
one.
The gas is, now that you've opened the door, travelling into the corridor you're in. Slowly, but it's naturally expanding. Lubnub, you hold your breath. I believe you have your con mod, so that's like, what, 5 minutes or something? You get like 50 turns of holding your breath.
So
1
it's
minute
one
plus your con mod.
So I've got a +3.
So 4 minutes of, so 40 turns of holding your breath.
I can hold my breath for half an hour.
I was going to say, Zuak has got way longer, you get 300 turns.
Because you're turtle.
Yeah, 'cause it was turtle.
Yeah, enjoy spellcasting.
That's the other thing.
Shit.
Lubnub, you go in, give me a strength check.
Do you want one of the snakes?
Borderline raging, but we're not actually.
Sure.
14. Is it straight strength or is there athletics in there?
Well, if you're pushing athletics, if
Oh,
you're
no, it's
just
hammer.
swinging strength.
That is a total of 19.
You crack this coffin on the stone, and you can see inside, as it sort of shatters and shifts a little, is a corpse.
I mean, second swing.
Into the corpse? You just batter into the corpse, nothing happens. You get the sense that you're not dealing damage.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
As you swing onto this coffin, do you have danger sense?
Yes.
You are not surprised then, as, if you look at the map,
Oh no.
two hidden creatures rush out the shadows. They are not going to have advantage, they are not going to have their surprise round, but they are going to have a normal round as they rush into you. They're still going to attack first, and then we'll roll an initiative.
He's making more.
Bastard.
They're multiplying.
Guys,
I've
is this
got me
vampire
crying.
just Batman?
It's a 9 to hit, and a 14 to hit,
See, after they've already attacked Lubnub, can
and
I
a
be
10 to hit,
Lubnub,
No.
watch out!
and a 21.
Aye.
Lubnub, watch out!
Lubnub, watch out! They've already hit him.
You take 8 slashing damage. You're not raging, so that is full. If the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled. You are considered large because you have your ring. Then it is also, both of them are going to take. No, God damn it! Stop that.
I hope you all know I'm not getting into that room. I'm not going in there.
I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws, DC 14.
What is my modifier for this? +7. First one. Rolled a 14 without the modifier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rolled another 14 without the modifier.
Can I assume that you're not willing?
You're fucking right. I'm not.
So
the only thing I'm willing
it's a
is to
DC
shove
14
this.
or a willing creature. So if you're not willing, you do not get bitten by either of these 2 vampires.
The only thing currently willing is me putting this sideways inside them.
So we are going to add to initiative.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, girls. Let's go, girls. Dun, 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 dun.
So I need everybody to tell me their initiative. Love.
Advantage. That is an 11.
11. Now Lathria.
15.
Toric.
That's a nat 20 plus 3, 23.
Speedy
Nice.
this
Zuak.
I'm gonna have to wait
thing.
so
A
long.
solid 8.
8. And Stan, you rolled yours, so automatically added.
4.
Up first is Toric, unsurprisingly.
Whee!
Oh, Stan, we've got a perfect
Shit.
combo coming.
Oh.
Eyes at the grave on Stan.
I think I'd like a healing spell.
No, it's not happening.
Toric is gonna be
I'm
like,
keeping this going.
oh my god, there's a person in the, what the fuck, vampires. So is gonna,
Don't you just hate when that happens?
he's
Do
gonna
just
go
hate
as
when
far as he
vampires-
can into the rocks.
Reactions.
Fuck, why can't I move him anymore?
Not
There
really.
we go.
Try harder.
He's gonna, can I assume whoa, so what is that? Is that a big door?
I think that's a wall.
I can't see what you're looking at, my guy.
Where
Where you're
where
at.
Toric is
Yeah.
standing.
There is a door, yes.
Well then he's gonna continue. Ooh, what are these? The little pillar things that are everywhere. Are they
Pillars?
Pillars?
They're
Yeah.
just spooky pillars.
He's gonna stand in this pillar and wait. No, I was coming from here. I'm assuming I've only got so much movement. He's gonna stay in the rock here in the
Okay.
in the thing, and he's gonna cast his first moonbeam on these beasties.
And Lobnub.
Wait,
You
is
are,
there
it's going to be
concentration?
tough to get just them and not Lobnub.
I know.
What's the radius?
So we do it 3rd level first? Yeah. And it is 120 feet, 5 feet. Radius,
Wonderful.
I
So
assume.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Its radius is 120 feet.
Yeah, man.
Its radius is Greydrop.
This whole entire city.
So 120
Don't
feet
work
is about that.
No
I
more
will
anything.
level.
That's
No,
the entirety,
it's not.
but it
It's
is
like
just
5 feet.
Is the
It
is the
is
baby
the
getting
fucking
turned
moon.
into like ash? So we all just turn in
I love that.
That's the one.
money.
And he's gonna cast it 3rd level only so far, because we're gonna keep the big ones for later.
Just going for.
Do they have to do a con save, right?
Yes, they do.
And that was my last 3rd level spell slot.
Well, now, why have you been casting?
First one's a
these damn
13,
spells?
next one's a 20, so one of them succeed.
Yep.
They are still going to take half damage, so roll damage.
God damn.
3d10. I'm not gonna find those in this.
I've got plenty of time.
On deck is Nilathria, then it's going to be the 2 vampires spawn, then it's going to be Lub.
18 damage.
18, so A takes full.
My leg.
And B takes half. So 9.
Up next is Nilathria.
Shit.
Shit.
She shoots Lobnub.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
stop
There
it.
we go again.
How far can I move in?
You get 30 feet. So that is about here.
Okay, I'll move in there.
Wonderful. Are you holding your breath?
Oh,
Yes,
You cannot cast spells.
that's okay.
She casts gun.
Yeah, I am gonna cast gun.
Yeah.
That's what I cast. I cast lightsaber gun.
What?
She does not have a spell
Lightsaber.
called lightsaber gun. She uses her rapier to fire the
Right.
the
Yeah.
laser.
We all got jealous that you named your spells.
I didn't.
For once.
Yeah, that's what I
I'll
do.
have you know. Okay.
Are you targeting A or B?
The one that looks rougher.
A.
That's
It was a good
one.
idea. I like doing it.
That's good, isn't it?
I don't care.
So that is
I just-
19
People who say that
hit.
do care.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
Oh my goodness.
You got
How do you
this.
think
Got this, man.
How do you think I'm having to cast steel chair and then figure out what it done?
20 radiant.
20 damage. It does not look particularly happy with that.
Doesn't get a choice.
Bonus action,
You may do a bonus action.
and I'm gonna spin my rapier really fancy, and I'm gonna go, Lub Nub, remember you want to stick the wooden spiky thing in the guy in the coffin, and I'm gonna bardic inspire you.
To hit the spawn?
I
What?
mean, I feel inspired, but I'm definitely
Yeah, I
not
get the
staking the
I
thing.
get
It's
the feeling Love Them
swap
might want
my
to
all
clobber
into.
these two guys first.
Why?
Well, I'm going to let you guys
swung my
plan
ball
for a
into
brief
the
moment
corpse.
while I nip to the toilet.
And
I
it
will be
didn't
2
respond.
minutes.
Coward.
One after the other.
So plan for a wee
I've
moment.
seen broken coffin and I'm like, you put the wooden thing in
By
there.
the way, Matt.
I think
Currently,
the guy
I'm
in the
putting the
cage is
metal thing in
vampire.
there. Ah,
You can
shit.
tell
Yeah,
us.
we'll heal you then.
No, you've made your bed.
Okay, I'll lie in it. Or you'll lie in yours.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna lie in that coffin.
I'm definitely not using my
Where
rage
are
here.
you?
And I'm so sorry.
I cannot sleep. I cannot breathe tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah. Hey, Sectoid Gaming, welcome.
This T-shirt brought to you by Stupidity.
We love that. I mean, I'm drinking.
Unsupervised adults, the DMs away.
Did were people able to see the
Ladies and
T-shirt?
gentlemen,
I don't know.
this stream is also brought to you by
Flash
Blue
them
and
again.
Green. And I understand I held them up at the wrong times, but still.
We're also miles
So-
behind. 'cause
Oh,
of our
you're
lag.
miles behind. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
No, they can.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can read the T-shirt.
With everything you
You
have,
read
I
the
bet I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised.
I'm lying for
that
clout.
you're not.
I'm lying for clout.
Where
yeah.
are you? You know,
I'm
Oh,
so
I'm
sorry.
I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
So,
That's what I'm inspiring Lipton up with.
that's amazing.
I'm pretty inspired actually.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Tonic wants to die
I'm
inside his
talking about
wallet.
vampires.
He
Where
hears
are
it.
you?
When's that
When I
any
don't see the big
different?
boss vampire. Where are
Yeah,
you?
what's changed?
I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say, how's that any different from normal
Literally,
for Torek,
I'm
man?
so sorry.
Yeah.
Torek wants to die inside constantly.
Yeah, man. Well.
First one is going to be an 11 to hit, which misses.
Nah.
Then I'm going to do 15 to hit.
15 is the AC.
Wonderful. You take 9 slashing.
Yep.
Then the other one is going to attack with a natural
4.
7. Sorry, that is. Plus 6 is 11.
Nah.
Nah,
And then you've got 19 to hit, which does hit.
Yep.
Anybody?
And you're going to take another 9 damage.
Lance.
And then the second one is going to take his 2 attacks. That's a nat 20.
I was gonna say, you know the advantage.
No, they have multi-attack, and then they also have their bite.
Okay.
Well, absolute neck.
But you have not been bit yet. And then additionally, they have a saving throw for the bite. But they both hit you with the bite previously. It just deals no damage unless you fail.
Okay.
Hiding in plain sight.
Cage.
And
So
that nat
nat
20,
20.
nat 20 was the last attack. With advantage. Do advantage.
So love that just dies.
There is no advantage.
Oh no, wait,
Not
nat 20, nat
not
20,
get
I am
bit
going
once,
to
you
use
just-
one of my abilities that I've been waiting to use for a while.
Wonderful. Are you within range?
I am definitely...
I'd hope so, it's like 60
'cause
feet, no?
It's 60 feet.
You're within 25 feet.
It is... Where is it?
It's either 30 or 60, so you're within range.
Sentinel at death... Nope, that's not it. Yep, Sentinel at death's
Yeah, I was going
door.
to say that is it.
As a reaction, when you are a creature you can see within 30 feet suffers a critical hit, you can turn that hit into a normal hit.
So you do so.
Yep.
So he is just going to take the 2d4.
I've been waiting to do
2
that.
plus 3 is 5 plus 3 is 8
Yeah.
slashing.
None of your beasties are very.
Can't do that, man. Thank you.
Not like crit.
My math
Very
ain't that
often.
good.
No.
I'm just gonna be like, no,
None of us
No.
crit very often.
no crit.
Well, yeah.
Lobnob disagrees.
And then Lubnub, it is your turn.
So 71 minus, I think you said 80.
I was thinking of doing like a halfling with this ability, so you can just be like, no crit. Just like, no
Right.
crit.
None of
Who's the one that just hit me?
B.
B.
the one that I took.
I'm gonna
less
reckless his
health
skull in.
points off.
And I do hate him. That's my blood.
I believe that's fair. Although he hasn't actually drank any of your blood yet.
He's trying to,
What
and it's
willing?
mine, so fuck off
Yes.
with a
He is
27
trying his
hit.
best.
27 hits, yeah.
You take
It's tremendously loud.
15 bludgeoning
Your mouth.
That'll, yeah.
and
What, you
19
don't
radiant
that, man. Just go.
on the first hit.
So 18 bludgeoning. And 19 radiant.
Why is his mouth so big?
That vampire has just been reduced past half hit points.
That'd be a damn good
Cool. Let's see if I can.
Rather,
Yeah.
vampire spawn. None of the vampires would be alive right now.
Here's number 2. Same vampire, by the way.
I gathered.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
My blood. Oh, that's a nice one. That's 17 bludgeoning.
Yep.
That's less good on the radiant. Only 6 radiant.
It is looking not great.
And I will bonus action Adrenaline Rush to get myself 4 temporary hit points.
You do so.
That's me.
Up next is the defender, who has been told to follow Lubnub.
And give him advantage, so the defender would get round the back end of the vampires.
Well, it can
If
only
it-
get to here unless it dashes,
No.
which it probably would choose not to do, because it's within 5 feet of Lubnub here. It's going to try and give you advantage on your next move, or attack, sorry.
Fair.
Zuak, you're up.
Should have worded that better. Poison gas is still in there, yeah?
Yeah.
We still haven't actually established whether or not it's poisonous.
We
but-
haven't addressed it.
Yeah.
We haven't addressed whether or
Everyone's
not
just
that's the actual
Yeah, it
vampire.
might just be really spooky fog.
It's if that's the actual vampire lying in the coffin, it did an amazing deception or performance
No,
check.
the smoke around the coffin means
just
the
went,
vampire who knows what's
Okay.
coming.
I was gonna say the one in the coffin that got essentially aggressive CPR from my maul to its chest.
Who is the
Wake up! Bang!
who is the most wounded looking vampire?
Now it is Vampire B that just got smacked twice aggressively by Lubnub.
And I'm still not even raging.
I cast Sacred Flame on it.
And that is a con save.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
16.
Oh no, it's Dexterity saving throw.
Even better. But rolled worse. 15.
It fails. It takes 12 points of radiant damage.
It does indeed.
And it's glowy.
And it glows. Yeah.
So the next person has advantage on it?
Does it?
Is that
No,
not that one?
That's
doesn't-
Guiding Bolt.
It doesn't
sad.
gain benefit of cover,
But
basically.
it does still glow.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
it doesn't
can't
go
hide as
cover.
easily.
It really can't hide. It's in moonlight. It's
Yeah.
been smacked about.
Stan, you're up.
Moonbeam.
He goes back.
Yeah,
to the
let me
kitchen.
just cast my moonbeam.
That is 25 feet.
I cast Lay on Hands.
That's 27 feet.
He's got a paladin divine smite.
That's 30.
Yay!
Swordburst.
Eldritch Blast!
Which one? A or B?
Both.
One on each.
One on each.
Make me attack rolls.
Pew pew.
The first one
Ooh.
is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit. Vampire A takes the hit.
Second one is a 29 to hit.
That'll also hit.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
Please makes finger guns.
Yeah, well,
Pew,
go
pew.
bang, bang. First one
This
takes
is the police!
8 damage.
Takes
I'm
8.
surprised that's
Second
not
one
what you did.
takes
Is pull out
4
the water.
damage.
You need to leave.
14.
And I would
Wow.
Hold on.
like...
Give me a minute.
Oh.
Give me a minute here.
Oh.
I can't wait for the actual bomb squad guards to show up because you know there's like a bomb
There's
threat
a,
in this
what's
set.
going on? I heard there was a bomb.
We just walk out as a building.
You watch as Vampire Spawn B falls.
Scale issue.
Yay.
Now I probably should have done this before I, cast Eldritch Blast, but I would like to bonus action cast Hex on the remaining one.
For which skill?
I'll go with a nice...
Skill issue.
And I
Don't wanna
can use
keep that
ceremonial
one,
on them
but-
to make sure they go to a better place.
If
No,
it,
because it
if
keeps
it
going.
dies, I keep it.
Plan that I think I need
Ah.
to do.
He just bonus action puts on someone else.
I'll go
Nice.
for
If anything tries to say
Dexterity.
there's
Wonderful.
I suppose I can't go outside in the sunlight.
True.
I was thinking
To be fair, we keep saying about how there's a bomb. There isn't a bomb threat. Nylaferia has
Yeah,
actively
you
put
have
down
actually-
3 cocktails.
Yeah, you've been setting
You've been
bombs.
setting bombs up.
Not to mention the giant thunderous booming that you've created as
Yeah.
well.
I go to
Torek, you're up.
I would say I don't know what you're talking about.
Nalatria, you're on up after Torek.
Torik's just gonna keep that moonbeam up and
Well, they're going to take damage at the start of their turn anyway, so you don't need
Re-damage?
to contact. You can't re-damage. You would have to recast it, which would be another spell slot.
Do I?
No.
It stays
It-
up.
That's
it's
what
a
I'm saying.
continuous effect.
That's what I'm saying.
As you can
You don't
move
get
it.
to choose to do that every turn, though. That costs nothing. You've cast that.
You get an action, you just can't cast another spell because
Yeah.
it would remove
Or-
Well,
your
you can
concentration.
cast another non-concentration
Yeah.
spell.
Like, I can't use concentration now I've got the defender up.
So
'cause
you
that's my
can't trigger the
concentration.
damage again, but what you can do is move it somewhere
It will
else.
automatically trigger the damage as soon as it
Yeah.
starts its next turn. So Nilathria's up next, and then it's the vampire, and it will automatically take damage on that turn.
And probably die.
If it knows
Not
it's good
quite.
for it.
And probably die.
If it knows it's good for it.
I
Fuck at the bird.
Hurt its pride before you hurt its soul.
I'll vengeance it with my rats.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have 30 feet? I think I'm too far.
It's exactly 30 feet.
Excellent. When casting vengeance, then
What type of damage is that?
it's infest-
Rat
Vengeance
kind.
damage.
I don't.
Damage for
Oh,
justice.
poison. Sorry.
Poison.
It's justice.
It's justice.
Yeah, I
Why'd you
cast
say
that.
that name?
It's constant.
It need not make a save. It is immune to poison.
It's immune to justice.
Well,
Yeah.
never mind.
That's
Then.
rough.
Nilathria, it is your turn.
I am going to move towards that corridor.
Which corridor?
The one with the cage man.
Okay?
The cage.
I'm gonna
You can
fire.
get to here.
Oh, then I'll fire my thing first. I didn't know I could move that far.
Okay.
I'll shoot my laser beam first.
You do so.
Pew pew.
Make me your attack.
Oh, that's better. That's 29 to hit.
Ooh.
29 hits.
And it's
Yeah.
20 damage again.
Nice.
20 radiant damage, and then I'm going to move there.
And then you move to here.
Yes. Is anything happening in that room?
There's big iron doors that are closed.
Oh.
Because Torek can just see through walls.
Ah, I
knock
go,
on the door.
a door.
A door.
Adore. Adoring fans. Oh no, he's turning French. You did that.
Yeah, that's
You
exactly
did
your
that.
You
movement.
did
You,
this
you
to me.
can't quite
I
get
realised
through the
my
doors.
mistake.
There is, in fact, a door.
Oh, kitty.
Up next is the spawn. And it's going to take its swings on Love
Doesn't it
again.
take the damage first?
It does,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. So
Just
it's
in
a
case I get to
dex
keep
save.
hit points.
That's a 20 on its deck save, so roll damage, it's still going to take half.
Third level. 3d10, and that's a 16.
Damn.
So
Nice.
8.
8 damage.
It's pretty. I love my moonbeam.
It's just
Oh, I love me moonbeam.
I love me moonbeam, lads. Hello, lads.
Just typical English geezer. Love me
So-
moonbeam.
You get advantage on
I'm
these.
just
as I
a
reference.
plastic British geezer casting
That is
moonbeam.
a 19 to hit.
Classic British geezer.
A day in the
Love
life of
moonbeam.
a plastic British geezer.
That's a nat 20.
I'm just
It was a
picturing
10 plus 6 or a nat 20.
Wallace.
No,
from
it's
You're
Wallace
going to use your
not.
reaction again?
Yeah,
casting
I
I'm
have to.
picturing some fat bald guy.
Gromit.
I actually finally get to use it after having it for the past 3 sessions.
Moonbeam.
So you take 7 slashing from the first attack.
I need one of my spells to be
And
close.
12 slashing from the next. And you are not grappled, and it misses its bite.
It's my turn to send it back to God.
It may well be.
First attack, reckless.
Assuming you hit.
I mean 23.
Probably, yeah, I would guess so.
Yeah.
Not tackle.
This thing's annoying me.
I tried to bite you.
Yeah, not tackle.
7 plus
Stick 'em in
4
the
is
mouth.
11. Plus
11 regular,
5, 16 bludgeoning.
16 bludgeoning.
That's the option.
8 radiant.
Just stick him in the urethra.
Before the Radiant, had 2 hit points. So
Motherfucker.
you decimated.
Take a steak in the cloaca.
Do you think it's a bird?
Fly like one.
You hear whispers of staking a cloaca, and you know deep down in your heart you're the only one in this room with a cloaca.
Oh no, I turned to Zuak.
There is a small moment where Zuak hears that and goes, "Well, hold on a minute."
And I was
Wait a
just like,
minute.
another painful thing.
Please do not
That's
stab
the
me in
other
my
hole,
reproductive area.
Nah.
It's a very important organ for you.
My no-no square. You're not
Yeah,
allowed there.
it's 3 in 1.
You don't need it. You're already dead.
So,
That's true.
you are out of initiative.
You have
Oh,
your chance,
already?
old man.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you are choosing to fight a vampire in its lair in broad daylight. So there is no third enemy here to fight.
If I'm out of combat now, can I go back and just for good
Sure.
measure put a wooden stake in that corpse?
Yeah, I was like that, like Van Helsing.
Yeah, sure. Give me what is staking a vampire? Give me a minute. Just
I
to
swear, if that's a vampire, I'm going to be impressed.
Guidance.
Just how did you know?
Warhammer at the chest does nothing.
Yes.
Like, that is some hella good bluff game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just pretends he's still dead after you whack him.
Quadruple
So-
nat 20s on that.
No roll necessary. Stake straight through the heart. You watch as this corpse, seemingly corpse, starts solidifying into a stone-like effect.
There we go. Torek moves his moonbeam onto it.
If anyone would like to give me a investigation check to see why Lubnub did not know the first time. Because I feel like I'm being an
I want
unfair
to-
DM now that no
I
one's
want-
checking it.
But mainly,
Sure.
Torek has moved the moonbeam that was still
Okay.
on.
Okay, that is
22.
22.
22 as well.
You both realise simultaneously you've seen this effect recently.
Oh,
It is
fuck.
under the Feign Death spell.
Oh.
So it is incapable of acting as if it had any life currently.
Do it now!
Moonbeam.
Cast it into the fives!
Bennett.
You Moonbeam, how many turns of Moonbeam do you get left? You've used 3. It lasts how long?
10 turns, at least. I think it's a minute.
Concentration up to 1 minute, yeah.
So you get 7 rolls of damage. So roll your damage 7 times.
Can I ask with my investigation check, is this Jason? Does it look like him?
Yes. Yes, it does.
And you're all sure that me can't.
Well, you've done it, so roll damage 7 times.
How the fuck do I do that?
Just do it 7 times. So
Zaxxas.
press the button 7 times and add them all up.
And I've got stake in the heart.
Can I also
Zoax is just
can I
standing next
spam
to
him
you
with
and-
Eldritch Blast?
This is a bit anti.
First one is 21.
Keep going.
I can start casting ceremony to make sure he knows where he
14.
deserves.
Yeah, could do
Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna
11.
start getting ready to cast ceremony around him. Wow.
14,
I'm
11.
standing here like,
11
why are these guys
again.
talking in poison gas?
It's 11 turns. isn't it?
Well, it would be, but he's used 3, so he gets 7.
Oh, so it's 7 turns.
13.
I believe you've got 4 left.
No.
Mm.
How many? You said 7.
Yeah.
Way past 4.
Oh, sorry. You've used 4.
Yeah.
So you get 3 left. Sorry,
That
I
was-
was counting how many you had done.
Did you do my 13 and that was a 22?
I did not do a 13,
Oh god.
and that was a 22. So that's you down to 2.
Really?
You're down to 1 left.
You
Sorry.
can't- yeah. Can you see the history of
No.
this? Jesus Christ.
How many have you got in your history?
I don't know.
Count how many you've got.
That was a 16. When? Where do I see that?
Can I make this a little easier?
Show him his history.
Thank you.
I'm just
Okay.
going to turn around and say this seems awfully wrong. Maybe we should just have a chat with him and see if we can.
You're gonna have to wait till nightfall if you want to have a chat with this
7.
entity.
change
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
mind.
If he doesn't kill it with a moonbeam, I'm just taking the body upstairs to the sunlight.
Yeah.
He does not kill it with a moonbeam.
So,
Cool.
to get back to, that,
I think
so
it
that
does
last
it not
one,
need to be in
ignore.
its resting place.
I'm actually.
So, to recap, that was 16, 21, 14,
No, I'll go back
11,
down. It's where it rests
11.
in place.
13.
No, it won't
Yeah.
because he brings
And
it out into
22.
the sun. So
Yeah,
it just
I did all that.
Cool.
Paul. It's
And
gone.
no, the last one's an extra.
Broke
No,
it.
I'm pretty sure if it goes back to if it dies outside, it goes back to its resting
Nah,
place.
not in the
Not
sun.
if it's in direct
Not in
sunlight,
direct
because
sunlight.
because what happens is you are correct. If it's not in its coffin, it will bamf into gas. But that gas, if exposed to sunlight,
Will
dies.
I
Drag
really.
his ass upstairs. I'm gonna keep the
Again, not
stake
talking.
You don't have to
Because-
keep hold of it. Once the stake's in there, it's paralysed.
Go,
Okay.
public
It
execution.
feels kind of rough. Like, you know, you didn't even get your chance to like say sorry. You didn't.
I'm going to
Why are
try
you
to
doing
pick
this,
up
though?
this corpse.
I feel like this.
Make me a strength check.
Can I cast levitation?
I've had it this
so that
entire
it
time.
just
Sure, you don't need to make a strength check. Stand cast levitate.
Okay.
It's just weightless.
Let's go, guys.
You balloon this
Parade.
out into the sun.
And this is just really anticlimactic. I thought there was going to be a fight or something.
We could throw it towards
No,
the sun
man.
if that would help.
You guys didn't take your long rest. There is no fight. The vampire's just lying unconscious, and then it was staked. It's paralysed till that stake's removed.
Did you ceremony it?
No, not yet. But
It takes a while to cast.
Oh.
It's 10 minutes. For
You
me to do
said
that.
that if there's a soul, it'll go back to wherever.
No, I said once its soul is free, it will go to whatever plane of existence that the soul has earned. So if it's done good things, it'll go to heaven. If it's done bad things, it'll go to hell.
Okay. That's how the justice system works.
Yeah.
And I.
Toric follows.
Right, so this is the guy.
said there was a
This is the
person.
guy.
Huh?
We could go heal that person while they do that.
Are you not going to do the thing on his soul?
Nah, leave him.
Can I just yeet it into the sun? Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
think my-
I think
Do you have
we just
any
throw it
issues
into
with me
the sun.
throwing it at the sun for fun?
Wait,
No.
we got to loot it first.
That's a good point.
I let go and just fucking.
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
As you let go, it just kind of floats there.
I'm gonna loot
just
his coffin
rummaging
while we're at it then.
There's nothing in the coffin.
19.
19. It's wearing fine clothes that now have a big stake through them. It also has just like some general jewellery, like 40 gold's worth of jewellery.
Don't suppose it has like a what type of sword? Was it short sword, long sword?
Not on it.
Well,
We
might
could
as
have got
well
that sword
take
back
its
if you know.
stuff.
We waited and we asked.
Are you wanting me to throw this thing naked at the sun?
I mean, it seems to have hurt people. Those were people that were.
No, I was asking the
enthralled.
guard.
Yeah, why not?
I was going to come round to you in a moment.
He's got
I'm
dark.
cool with the public execution. Deserve.
It's not my style of public
Can
execution,
you
if
bring
I'm
the
honest, but
police
sure.
down there? Can we at least like walk
Yeah,
in and
I've got
pretend we
that.
had like a really hard fight?
Oh, now Latvia had a hard fight. Not with this vampire. She had a hard fight.
I just wanna.
She looks like she's in a hard fight.
I just hope there's some guards outside so we can be like, don't worry, we
I'm
handled
gonna-
the bomb.
I'm gonna
No.
name the
You can
episode
eat him
normal.
outside, but I'm gonna do a quick walk around at of the other area because there was people cowering.
There was people
No, we
cowering,
gotta
was.
kill this
but
thing.
there was also
I'm going to the cage.
living person in the cage in the other room.
I'm
What is
going to
that
the cage.
Toric's like, shouldn't we?
You go to the cage, and inside is a commoner. No investigation check needed. This person has been used as a blood bag. Like, they are on death's door, but not been allowed to die. And you can see the first signs of thraldom taking in place.
Oh, you poor
Hey, buddy.
little thing.
Enterprise.
How can I help you? I'm just going to be holding them in my arms.
Oh.
I need a doctor. I need healing.
I have one of those.
I need,
Well,
I need
Well,
medical
I can't give you
attention.
that
You
care,
are in
but,
the right hands. My name is Zuax, and
I'm an
I
excellent
will be your
listener.
doctor today.
Just slowly twist its head.
And I'm gonna get ready to cast
It's
remove
okay,
curse
it's
to
okay.
remove the thraldom.
Remove curse would fix the thraldom.
Touch of death.
And then I'm gonna be like, "Can you walk?"
Barely.
Okay.
You're not healing him?
No, I'm gonna use my.
He can walk, he's fine.
Yeah, if you can walk it off, bro.
Yeah, you very much got that approach.
Oh, go on.
There's a really good charity doctor organisation. You could go find one of them.
Yeah.
I will use a 5th level cure wounds.
You do need to bring something. to the chat.
You will heal him back up to full.
Jesus.
Right.
You don't need to roll for it, you'll heal him back up to full.
And then I'm gonna take my cloak out from my bag and I'm gonna wrap it around him.
A guard
You do.
cloak.
Yeah.
Toric's still standing with the vampire,
Meanwhile,
like,
Lubnub and anyone else who would like to accompany, you walk to the door.
yeah,
Any
Toric
final words?
follows.
I know Lubnub doesn't agree with this, but Jason, I'm sorry this happened to you. But also, you shouldn't kill people. That wasn't right either. At least I didn't do it by choice. And then I'm going to push his levitating arms in the door.
So she pushes it while I've still got him by the throat.
Yeah, you push it and the legs sort of float out up and the legs just start burning away and shriveling in the sun.
You should put
Like
the
a
rest of him
flag.
out there.
Yeah.
You could have communicated that. I'm not putting him out yet. I'm just
No,
letting him burn.
the part that you're holding on to is the only part left of him now. Like, the legs burn away fully. Everything that touched the sun, you're holding just a torso. No, it can't make noise.
Hey, do
It's-
you
it's-
guys know if feign death, you can still feel pain during that?
Oh, that sucks to be you.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I take him by the hands and I get ready to start doing like a hammer throw, and I'm just going to yeet it towards the sun.
It has levitate, so you watch as it just goes up and up and up and up,
Like burning
Bye,
away.
Jane.
burning away, and then you see gas form, and it's still going up, and it burns away again.
Hi, Jason.
DuckTales moon theme song starts playing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna into the tavern. I'm gonna shout,
He's blasting off again.
guys, can anyone in here come and exit, please? Vacate.
Bomb
ASAP.
threats over.
No, everyone vacate the building.
Stan shouts bomb threats
ASAP.
over as you all leave.
Does everyone get to
Yeah.
the front door?
Yeah, I presume so.
Kind of, yeah.
Is that like including
Tarek-
the people who were in the back rooms?
Tarek's
You
gonna
don't know
have a-
about
Because you double checked. Yes,
Thank
you were
God.
one of the two people that knew about them.
Thank
Yes,
God.
they.
So everyone's at the front door.
Yes.
I want to laser the Molotov
What?
cocktail that
What's
I put.
Torek do just before that?
Tarek has had a last look through those two rooms.
Yes, Zuak did the same.
Right,
Yes.
sorry. Yeah.
Wait, before you do that, can I be like inside and then I jump
Question,
out?
did anyone actually search
Yeah,
like the downstairs for like anything important?
That's what.
Yeah,
I want
yes.
the sword.
You want to search the downstairs
Yes,
room? Sorry,
yes.
I thought you meant the upstairs
Yeah,
where the
no.
people
I want
were.
that sword. I've got a point to prove to you.
So, give me an investigation check.
Nope, not you. You.
Give me an investigation check. No.
If Torek wants help, I will cut. If Torek voices he wants to find anything, I'll go and help him.
You notice that everyone else is out except Torek.
5 plus 6. That's
I'll
a
go down to
lousy
Torek and be like,
11.
"What are you doing?"
Just in case if there's any, you know,
You told me this was going to be a hard fight.
Yeah, that was.
Well, I mean,
I got a nat 20.
finally.
On a nat 20, you see, only because of your connection to the object that you created, there is a holy cross in the room where he was draining blood. Behind that cross is the blade you forged.
I'm gonna pick it up. Nothing else of interest.
Nothing
Pick it
else
up.
of interest.
I'm gonna go back upstairs. Lub nub.
How big is it? Short sword, long
Short sword. Yeah. Just a short sword with a light cantrip baked into it.
So I'm going to kill something big with this and just prove everyone right because he died like a bitch twice.
It's just 1d6 plus your strength.
It was
That's
so
the damage on it.
anticlimactic,
Okay,
I'm not gonna
right.
lie.
Everyone at the front door.
Yeah, everyone's there.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna laser sword
I'm
the
just
Molotov
inside.
cocktail on the floor and the Molotov cocktail up balanced on the ceiling.
You watch as they start spewing liquid, burning liquid
And I'm
everywhere.
gonna go, oh, that was a hard fight.
What are you
And
doing, you
walk in the
psycho?
store.
Stan, you watch as there is arson going on in your city.
Are there any guards outside?
About a minute goes by and then guards start running over.
I'm
The
gonna be
moment it
inside
starts
door.
catching fire, can I use
God.
Don't-
prestidigitation to stop the fire?
No, don't.
Prestidigitation allows you to extinguish a small flame or bonfire,
Can I please
not a
do
Molotov cocktail,
No,
and
Would
certainly
that-
not two.
Would that not count as a small bonfire at first?
No.
You can extinguish one of them. By the 6 seconds going by, the next one is still up roaring.
So before the guards arrive, can I please try something?
Sure.
Do you have any tobacco on you?
Well, I have. And he
You have
fishes
something
out-
similar.
Yeah, he fishes out
Why does no one give me yes or no answers?
Marvin.
Why is it always
The dodgy-
maybe?
Don't ever expect a yes or no answer from Torek. That's on you, man.
You receive the magic.
He takes out the
Not Kieran saying that. That was Lobnob saying that to the group.
and Torek's like,
He shows you the plant Marvin gave him.
And does it look like the plant that the guy who I raided ages ago and was gonna let live
It looks comparable. It's the wrong colour, but it's a similar material.
Is it?
it's
Without
weed.
going into
You can
details that would be problematic for the stream, Lobnob will go over and light some of it prepared from one of the cocktails.
You are allowed to smoke your long cigarette.
Can I be in?
Torek's just like
Can I be?
takes rolls one for himself.
It's like that. Lights it
Alright,
from the
well.
flames like that. We got this.
So the guards approach, and
and
they're
then
like,
he fucks off.
I'm gonna go.
we heard
There's
a
a fire.
bomb threat?
There's-
Bomb threat.
No, we used that to vacate the building that was
Oh God,
infested
they're
by
being
vampires.
honest about this.
There's fire in there. You guys are gonna need to put it out.
I'm trying to-
You watch as all the guards are just like, water, and they start running off to go find buckets or water or anything.
Can I use the water in the kitchen to try and put it out?
There's only a small amount, but if you run into the burning building, you're going to start taking fire damage.
I was already in it and I never left.
Yeah, I've never left it as well because I was waiting for the guards to come up, and then as soon as they show up, I'm just gonna like jump out the door as if like there's a bomb going off behind me.
I've been trying
I'm
to
gonna be like,
stomp
You
out
like
the-
dive heroically out.
I found the barrel. I'm just sitting there and I'm kind of contemplating. I seem to end every
You
day
all
in this city
watch.
covered in someone else's blood.
You all watch. It's like 4 p.m. You all watch as
and I'll be ending this day covered in someone else's blood.
you all watch as the building slowly burns down.
I think we did some good work today, guys.
We did fuck all.
I'm going to grab one of the guards and be like, right, I'm going to need you to do something for me. I'm going to need you to track down the owners of this pub.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Maybe it
We
had
can
a
try.
deed
And
inside
can you
and
get
it
their
said that.
like? Can you get their
It
like
doesn't exist
their
anymore.
details to me?
Sure. Who are you?
I am the wizard.
Oh my god.
Make me a
I'm
charisma check.
the wizard.
Just flat charisma, not persuasion, not anything.
So you probably heard of me. I'm the wizard.
Not even deception.
No, you are.
I'm not a wizard.
No, but you
No, but
know
you're
that that's
the
what
wizard.
you're referred to
You're
as.
the Wizard of Oz.
That is the
wizard.
title.
15.
Mine earshot of this.
15, yeah. 15, they all sort of are just like, oh, okay, well, we will try our best. I'm just moving that because one of our cameras is down
And I'm
the
gonna go-
charger's not working.
I'm gonna say,
Oh, no.
tell them that I would like to pay for a new pub for them.
Oh.
I believe
Can-
I can
didn't
get
you just-
everyone.
From the
They
wizard.
just keep the old one.
Can I please roll an insight
There was poisonous gas in it.
to see if they recognised who she meant she was by saying the wizard? Please, can I roll?
Oh,
that?
the wizard. Matt Marvin.
Oh god. You're Marvin.
Oh god, you've been dodging taxis for a while
No.
here.
Remember how many
I'm the wizard.
a couple of times
I'm
we've tried to pull
wizard.
that I'm Lubnub, don't you know who I am? And they'd be like, no, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, so the
She just
wizard
tried that.
seemingly works.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's alright, bud.
It's okay, bud.
Yeah,
You'll get
We'll
remembered.
get him next time.
that's rough, bud.
I walk into the burning building.
I'll see you one day.
I'm going to turn to the group and I'm going to go, do you know, for the people that have been chasing me, I really thought he was going to be the hardest.
What?
Then I'm going to turn and keep walking.
How many more people have you sold dodgy artifacts to?
No. Well, yeah, I have, but I've been pretty honest with all of them. I don't think any of them are after me.
The hypocrisy.
Harold was unhappy.
Yeah, the king, the young king, he wasn't best chuffed, but Edward sorted it.
The hypocrisy of everybody pointing out me being a bad guy and you done it.
I
as
don't
well.
know, but I
You're
usually
roofied
tell
kids.
Yeah, I usually tell people that like I'm selling
I
kind of
tried
dodgy
to, I
artifacts
didn't
and they buy them
actually get away
anyway.
And he wasn't a kid, he was a doppelfuck, so it was fine. I sold
I love the idea that the guards just hear me shouting, you roofie.
as we're walking away. I sold fake potions to people as well. You know, before.
So you roofied them as well?
No, there was nothing in it.
What was there other stuff we need to do? I feel like there's.
God, yeah,
You
we're,
know.
Oh, you know, there's only the missing body
You know.
of the,
yeah.
you know,
The mild threat of a Beowar looming.
The missing
Yeah,
body
but
of
like,
Harold.
what's our next like move with that?
Probably talk to Gwendolyn.
Excellent. Let's start
What?
walking to church.
Toric's like so far away right now, and he's just like stroking his rats
The
and
land
like
of
looking
Shrek.
at you guys and just like
pretty sure my next plan was to break into the church's cemetery, but okay.
Oh yeah, the mausoleum.
That's the same building.
Yeah.
Isn't
Oh
it?
my god, we're breaking into the church and yes.
Are you guys gonna break into the morgue while I go talk to this woman?
Isn't it the same building?
Well, I mean,
You
I
can
don't
distract-
think you
we can
should
bring
go
her
alone
with
to
us if
talk
we
to
want.
Gwendolyn if Gwendolyn is who we think Gwendolyn is.
Yeah, but she hates all of you guys.
Zuak, as this is going on, you hear a voice
Oh,
in your
God.
head.
in your head.
Hello. Tommen has asked me to reach out. Apparently, you have the magic to reply. We would like to meet. There are diplomats at the castle from the war. Love, Edmund.
Edmund? Where have you been?
He says Edmund, and then goes Edward.
Ah,
his
Edmund
pet
and
name.
Edward.
It's his pet name with that other wizard.
I can't believe he wouldn't talk to me. He's my friend.
Edward's also my friend.
I've not left my barrel. Is there kind of?
You can reply for free,
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, sure I can.
and you have the ability to cast the spell.
Torek, like.
You get the sense that Tommen has asked him specifically to reach out to you specifically.
Edward, my boy,
Let's go for Chris.
are you doing better?
Damn, you're fucked up.
He's cool.
Well,
You
back
know
into the
he
fire.
can't
Yeah.
reply without
Yeah,
expending a spell
I
slot.
know we can.
I'll be there soon. We can have a little chat and a catch up with some tea. I'm going to cast again, and then that's it.
Okay.
And I cast it a second time. Diplomats? What diplomats? What's their name? Where are they from? What are they doing? What? And then that's it.
You hear back. There is one of Tyr, Saloon, El Mater. There is one of Osiris.
Osiris.
What's the other ones?
We're just sitting there petting rats.
Lythander and Palor.
The sun.
And you would recognise those as all key figures in the theocracy of the many above.
Zuak, what's going on with your face right now?
Dust in the wind,
I hand you
baby.
back
Pack
to
your
that.
bags and go. I don't think I'm needed here anymore. I think I should leave. We need to go
Okay.
to the castle.
Why do you think you should leave?
You say to Nylathria, I think I should leave, and then you turn to Lubnub and say, we need to go to the castle. So Nylathria, you hear him say, we need to go to the castle to Lubnub.
Fine, give me a minute, and Lubnob will throw a cigarette into the burning building and then take a piss onto the burning building.
Well,
I'm
do so.
gonna grab the back of his shell,
Yeah.
spin him around, and be like,
Do you resist? Because that's going to be a roll if you do.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna be like, oh, like, can you even let me up? I'm just like a wee 4-foot turtle, like,
Yeah.
and your
Like-
arms from the little.
you want to try again there?
The too big for this. The theocracy above is
It
here.
is a ridiculous.
That's pretty neat.
When you left,
No,
you got issues with them.
I did not leave in good terms.
That's not pretty neat.
What does that mean? What did you do?
I did not leave in good terms.
I took a shit on my boss's desk.
You
I
wanna-
took a shit.
What did you do?
I took a shit on their parchment and left.
Well, it's a long story, but the soul below is not well liked within the theocracy above.
And they'll recognise you.
Most likely.
You don't know any of
Maybe.
you don't know any of the diplomats by name.
It's been
yet.
a long time.
Like it is highly possible that these are newly appointed and or people you never met.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And if it has been people I've met, I'm not looking forward to it.
Why?
Torek's just like.
You need to sober up. You need to. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
No, but
We're going to see some diplomats.
We're doing this
Sober
as a
up.
family, guys. And stop burning buildings!
Sorry,
I thought it was good.
I got excited.
I thought it was good.
You burned down a family restaurant.
Yeah, because it was filled with a poisonous fog and I have a lot of money, so I'm just going to buy them another restaurant.
It's stone down there. You didn't burn down the fog. It's still down
Yeah,
there.
but this will just be a closed site now because it was burned down. It just gives us more time to deal with that.
We could have closed it off.
Yeah, we probably could have, but I didn't think of that at the time. I thought of burning it down so that no one would go into the poisonous fog by mistake. I will buy them another restaurant. Don't worry about it.
As they're arguing, I'm just going to start making my way towards the
We
castle.
catch up with them with no problem.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, we've got to do this.
You go, little turtle dude.
you can do it.
I'm going as fast as I can.
I can see that. You're doing great, sweetie.
At a steady
You're doing great.
snail's pace.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great, honey.
Just
So
pure Stockholm
are you
energy.
heading to the castle?
Yeah, I'm going to go. We got to do this.
Torek's like,
Break
"That's
into
it."
the church.
Come on, Tori.
We do this.
Okay.
We deal with the theocracy above.
Is that who we're killing next?
I think we're
As
going to.
Lubnob comes back from taking a piss.
I think we're going to
No, but
talk
we're
to
gonna
them
go
and
say
then we're
hello.
going to deal with the church.
You can go fucking talk to them.
Oh God, okay.
Do you want to go speak to Gwendolyn with me?
That's an option. Fuck yeah.
This is
Okay.
not an option. We've already gone over this.
Listen.
Gwendolyn might be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's why.
Gwendolyn is the bad guy, and
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce her face to all three sides of my mall.
Nyla, you
The
can't
blood,
change her.
the sharp, and the
I'm
stabby.
taking Lubnub.
Nyla, you can't fix her.
You're misunderstanding this whole point.
Okay.
We're not fixing her, we're digging her 6 foot into the ground, and however further I can punch her.
I think we.
I'd say that's a pretty big improvement.
That's coming from the guard.
Or the three of you could go, and I'd take Torek with me.
Why do you want rid of Stan?
Oh,
That's not very nice.
Because he's got to do some illegal shit.
Oh,
Stan can help.
oh,
I don't think Torek wants to go speak to people.
Yeah, Dor, you want to go speak to
Sober
some
up.
representatives of
Sober up
God?
right now.
I think if the option is go kick Gwendolyn's ass or go talk to people, I'm not sure Torek wants to go with
Tiso
you.
would have gone.
Yeah.
So, and he would have been
Sober
blackout
up.
drunk.
Who the
He
fuck's
would have
Tiso?
gone.
Right.
Torek,
Oh.
however.
Stan, you come with me?
Why not?
Yeah, okay, I'll take
And then
Stan.
Torek starts panicking because, oh god, it's these two that are gonna
Oh,
go.
will we
talk
just,
to
We're
will we
gonna
just
have-
all go
We're gonna
speak to
still
them but
have
keep
fun.
it brief?
We're gonna have tea with Edward, and then we will
Gwendolyn is the. I
go kill
We
Gwendolyn.
want to go to Gwendolyn.
Go kill her.
I'm concerned that you have no moonbeam left. Should we maybe sleep before we do that?
have. I can still cast.
Wherever we're going,
Oh,
is someone going to buy me a keg of
That
ale?
was a very fast.
Do you?
You're an
Fight.
alcoholic.
Okay.
It was really easy.
Okay, let's go see Gwendolyn then.
Illegal shizzle's always the bizzle.
So they're off to go see Gwendolyn. Me and Stan are off to go to do whatever we need to in this.
So,
We probably should take a nap, but you know. It's...
are you going to take a long rest while they're off doing that? Torek said we should take a nap first, so I'm asking, are you taking a long rest prior to going to see
an
them?
I'll take a nap.
offer.
Do we guys want to? Do we want to sleep, or do we want to do this while they're talking to them?
Because I will say I've
I
got.
mean, you can kind of tell that Lubnob's a bit battered.
Yeah.
There's not a chance
Should
if
we?
you
Let's
get
just
into a fight with
let's
Gwendolyn
just go
tonight.
let's just go talk with them. Let's catch up with
Yeah,
them,
I've
chat
only
with
got-
them. Then we'll have a good
Yeah,
night's
so
I've only
rest,
got
and then we'll deal with the
4.
church tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
I don't know if it's not going to be any.
Do we
David
happen to
Castle.
walk past any bars or pubs where someone in there owes me a favour?
Sure.
You could literally walk into any pub and just grab
Yeah.
a keg and walk out.
Yeah, but however, I've paid off my debt to the...
Yeah, but the pub doesn't.
And I'm not building up a new... No, because they send it to them. I'm not starting another debt.
Yeah, you do know that they send that to the group. Your ex
The
group.
group chat.
I have money. Would
Send
you
it to
like
the
me to
group
buy you
chat.
a drink?
Oh, I
Yo,
love
you
not
took it, sure.
fucking stolen a keg again.
I buy Lubnor.
That was a regular occurrence for a while.
For a while.
Oh,
I've
gonna
been
get
here
going.
3 years.
You could have kept going.
You're
So-
gonna die over some chickens.
To reconfirm,
Somebody's.
who is going to the castle?
We're all
going to the castle.
Everyone is going to the castle. Wonderful.
Yeah, I do only have 4 spell slots left. Like, I can still cast Moonbeam at
So,
4th and 5th level, but that's all.
I have one spell
I'm
slot
going
left.
to introduce myself as Axew.
That's
I'm going to go back to Fred the Baker.
okay.
Continues
No.
drinking from the keg.
I gave that homeless man my cloak.
as you guys arrive at the
Unless it's
castle,
I give you my
Tea,
cut
so
up
I must-
clothes.
as you guys arrive at the castle, you can see that there is, in the courtyard that is normally reserved for training, you can see that there is 1 battalion each for each representative. You can see a battalion would be 20 to 40 people.
I can take 20, so you guys get the other 20.
Yeah, this is great. Zoax rocks up with 4 crackheads.
So there is
that guy's
six,
one carrying a
six
keg.
battalions individually, all lined up, each one of them with a standard, a long pole with a banner showing the symbols of the gods. And you recognise the symbols for Pelor, Ilmater, Lythander, Osiris, Selûne, and Tyr.
Ilmater's the god of sacrifice, isn't he?
Roll me a religion check.
I can't imagine how you'd know that. I don't know.
I don't have a standard. I
Make one.
Oh god.
Oh
What did
god.
you say?
Draw one in the
religion?
dirt. That's your god's thing.
Yeah, what?
Religion, yeah.
Something so that I can.
No.
I should.
Fa-
It
yeah.
wasn't great.
I hand you the sword, what we just took from the vampire.
I think a flat 10.
I want that back. I'm killing
Flat.
something big with it.
10.
10. You would know sacrifice might fall into his sort of general vibe. Ilmater, you would usually recognise him as a god of suffering. It can be for a noble cause, but it does not need to be.
Okay.
I feel like maybe a long rest before this would have been.
No, we're
I don't
fine.
think they're here
no,
to
we're
fight
fine.
us.
We're not
Well,
here.
ask them if they want to have a bonfire down
They're gonna get beat up.
I'm gonna.
This is for me.
Does
Like,
anyone
okay,
in this
wow.
battalion challenge us? As I'm just gonna walk in the front door.
None of the battalions react to you at all. As you get to the front door, 2 armed guards, both of them with pikes at the door, that you would recognise as Baywick guards, so of the royal family, look to Zuak and to you probably, and recognise that you are invited here, and they both nod and they say, there is a study across from the King's Chambers that Tommen would like to see you in.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna eyeball everybody, like, you know, give them this stink eye as I'm walking by all these battalions. I recognise anyone.
I'm gonna smile at them all.
Do you recognise anyone in the battalions?
Yeah, like, well, just
Give me a history check.
Torek walks
Do
by.
any of them
staring
smile
the
back
floor.
at me?
Not a 1.
So rude.
Fred the Baker will happily be looking at everyone.
So people go shit in their
Looking.
bedrolls.
Just
He's just, well, he's gonna do it happily, therefore.
oh Jesus, a dark 20.
oh jeez.
The one
30,
time I
20.
need it.
Jesus is actually
you,
there.
you don't notice anyone here that you would recognise. And I think there's a part of you that's like, well, yeah, kind of everyone I would know would, if they were in the army, they'd be dead by now or really risen higher than
Fair.
walkabout guy.
It's been a long time.
Walkabout guy.
Well, that's kind of what battalions are. They're just escorts. There might be a captain that's important, but they're probably not left to stand outside for no reason.
Right.
If
Well,
they haven't advanced at that point, they
If-
deserve to be there.
if anybody asks, you're all my acolytes.
I'm Fred the Baker.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
I'm not talking to
I'm-
anyone.
I need to.
Don't worry, bud, I'll be your
my
acolyte
character's
and baker.
Intoxicated because it's really hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
He's sober up.
So,
Sober up.
Yeah, correct, man.
again.
you guys all
I
walk
offer you a drink from the keg.
in, and you
Your
can
poisons.
see, for the first time in map form,
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh la la.
rooms that you would recognise.
I'm very terrified by the fact that there's an actual map.
Yeah, if
for
there's a
this.
map, there's got to be a reason, eh?
Murder.
I will say I've not been allowed to make this
Oh.
one specifically because I was like, okay, what have we got? We've got the caves.
Oh my
that I've
God,
done
a bear!
photos.
It's a doppelfuck.
There's a bear in here.
Oh.
Spread eagle.
Whose room is that?
The one with the bear is Edward's.
Bastard.
The one with the bear is Edward.
Not the bear.
Edward is a bear now.
Aww. I've been allowed to do Stoneheart Mansion as well.
Oh.
And that's basically all.
Spoilers. Am I going to get to throw him about
No,
his mansion?
No, but
I
like-
said specifically to
Or not
Torek.
Stoneheart.
Yeah, it was Stoneheart. That was somewhere that you've explored previously, and I
Yeah.
don't expect you to go back.
Yeah.
Not
Guys,
to
let's
say
go
you
back
can't.
to Stoneheart Manor.
Depends.
I
Feel
know
free to
he's-
go back,
He's
but
only
now you
allowed
have a
me
map.
to make the maps
Is
of
it
the
made of
places that we've already seen.
Knock on the door.
You knock on the door
I can't
opposite the centre room.
Oh, you can select them all.
We're missing one.
Who are you missing?
Torek.
Torek's
Loser.
just outside staring at the floor.
He's just standing next to all the guards like,
Oh god, where have they gone?
Torek's here for a solid extra minute, and then makes his way over.
Dude, where have you been?
I don't know.
did one of the guards stop you for looking homeless?
It starts coughing.
And just petting lizards
Ah.
frantically.
The non-verbal type. I'm gonna look at you. Sober up before you get in.
He starts crying.
Like a really disappointed father taking their kid out.
Get a grip!
Surely you have
sake.
pure poison.
You all enter into this room where you can see that Tommen is sitting on a throne-like chair.
You could have a
And the
bit of
emaciated form, I've used a zombie to show
Yeah.
how close to death he is.
Oh,
so fun.
Jesus.
Edward
Oh my god, it's
is
that same zombie.
dying. And he is in a
that
wheelchair
really happy
next
zombie?
to the... He's a little surprised. He's just like...
Oh, I like
Oh,
the map
man.
of Greydrop.
He's a little surprised.
And sitting in front of them, you can see a fully rendered map of Greydrop.
Beautiful.
That's cute.
That's a very big empty room he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
some
and
kind
it-
of fighting room, maybe.
Or some type of council room that might
Yeah,
need to fill
meeting.
a lot
Not
of
everything's
no
about
a
chairs.
lot of
fight.
people. Chairs can be brought in.
Shall we
There's
get
also
some?
a chest in the corner.
Shall we get some tea?
You called us for a
I-
meeting with
I-
some diplomats.
I
So
start
Tom and-
looting his room.
Tommen, as you all enter, so we are waiting on the diplomats coming in now, but from what we can tell, they are here to discuss the terms of our surrender, which I have no intention of doing.
Why do they want us to
Sure.
surrender?
I 100.
Well, there is the hard facts. Had Titan's Rock not shown up and decided to take part, even in a preliminary reason, and just defending the innocent, we would have been hopelessly outmatched. This is an empire invading, not a country. We are a city.
There's a lot of them.
So, can I have the head back?
Which one?
I
Oh yeah,
The
okay.
White Death.
And then I'm gonna pull out the first guy that we beheaded. Oh,
No, the White Death.
I thought
No,
you
not that
wanted. I thought you wanted the one that I had.
where have you got?
I don't remember who. I just have.
I pulls out trading cards.
Yeah.
Who have you got? Who have you got? I've got 2 white deaths here.
I have a severed head in my inventory.
Well,
I'll trade you a commoner for a shopkeep.
Where did we
While
get
they're
him from?
playing
I don't know.
trade the cell
Yeah.
games, I'm gonna make a
You
point
can
of
have
polish my
them. Okay,
armor,
and
get myself looking like.
I'm gonna take the other
Sharp.
head and put it away in my bag. Take out the White Death.
Torik's gonna keep staring and the panic attack intensifies.
You two understand what we're like.
Tommen gestures to beside him where you can
It's
see
just
there
a
are
faceless
chairs laid
cop,
out.
isn't it?
There are an extra 2 on either side. He says it would be ideal if we could have representatives of the city who are competent and dangerous at the table. I thought it would be fitting for you to stand. And he looks at Lubnub.
Torik, you should probably take a seat.
Yeah. You want dangerous? Sure.
Can I? Yeah. Before we get in this
Tony,
big
you
moment
said
of
something.
intimidation, can I get some healing?
I feel like I've already kind of served the part.
I'm gonna drink my healing potion, perhaps. No,
You
actually,
drink
do you know what?
you can
no,
if you
I'll,
want.
I'll
Do you
hold
know
off
what?
for now.
It's only a
I don't-
bonus action to drink.
I don't
will
really
heal
look
Fred
that
the
rough.
Baker.
Thank you. How much do you heal me?
Oh my god.
So you want me to be there because of competence, right?
No, I'm gonna.
Competence,
do something
and we are hoping a certain
funny. Okay, I'm gonna cast
intimidation
first level
factor
healing
of having a large burly
How much do I
man.
heal? How much do I
A
heal?
large burly man.
I mean, Lubnub sets on the keg,
Oh,
Someone
you,
just
you
likes
get 10 hit
bears.
points back.
puts the maul head
Correct.
down so it's balanced.
Okay.
White Death on
I'm
his
not even
spear
above
end,
half health.
looking at the door.
Do you have no spells?
Very well.
No, I didn't. You can get a 4th level healing.
So, you all go round. Who is going where in the room? Lubnub, where would you like to be set up?
Where does Tom and wish me to be sat?
You get 31.
I'm at full.
He would probably suggest, if I'm honest, he would
Alright,
probably
you can get-
suggest
you can get a,
somewhere around about here.
You can get a healing.
I take my keg over there. I
You
sit
don't
on my
take that
keg, and like I said, the maul goes head down
You get 27
with the
back.
spear point up, and the just got the head facing at the door, and it's good to kind of swivel if someone starts annoying me.
So
Yeah, you get 27 back.
hooray!
I was so tempted to just leave you with a 1st level spell slot and then use the 4th on Nyla and then like, not give you anything else. But
I'm almost at full now.
Oh my goodness.
we all need to look like we're actually capable here.
You're full. I was
I-
actually.
Who would like to be...
I'll just put it out there that I haven't lost a single hit point. And
You're clearly not getting
Edward
close
would
enough
actually
to
be
a
on the
fight,
other
are you?
side because it would be Tommen's right hand.
I mean,
Who would like to be Tommen's left hand?
Stop the kitchen.
So that.
I know.
all I know is that I've
And
been
then
asked
who
to
would
be
like to be next to
intimidating.
Edward?
Me, my friend.
Who would like to be next to Zuak?
I think
The
Torek,
baker.
that leaves you...
Under the table.
No, that
Under
leaves
the
you
sea.
next to Lubnub.
behind. He's got to be a little. I think. Taller.
There's chairs. Are you
Just
moving
hide
the
behind
chair?
the throne.
Yes,
Just
Move
hide
the chair
behind
to
the
here?
throne.
basically, yeah.
Tommen, we must discuss me becoming the court physician after this.
You know how you're a druid, Todrick? Do you want to wild shape into an animal? You can just sit on my shoulder, be something menacing.
Well, so I wanted to go.
How
to
menacing
that
can
other
it be if it's
side.
on a
Well, I
shoulder?
was thinking of big angry.
A
like,
bear.
like a falcon.
Just
It
like
depends the size
Why-
of the shoulder.
Can you be like a? Can you be a big bear? Or like a tiger?
Not on your shoulder, he
Well,
can't.
not on
my
my
shoulder.
One lob knob.
I decided to go on the other side. I've moved myself.
I could make you a floating bear on the roof.
Wild shape.
Sky bear.
Secret bear attack!
Yeah, bear airdrop.
You've heard of the Secret Service. Here's secret balloon.
But yeah, you could be a scary animal.
The bare necessities just went dark.
no, a seal on this ceiling.
My
Seal
god.
Team 6.
My god.
Seal Team 1, go in. And it's just a seal falls
just-
from the sky.
The
It's like that man
seal.
that can't socialise.
Yeah.
A leopard seal. Even spookier.
A little white
Spooky.
one.
Yeah.
There's a dagger.
Just
taped
a
to the
baby
side
seal.
of it.
Like,
He's just a water creature high in the sky.
We just put a dagger in its mouth and just put. That's a Navy SEAL.
butterflies in the sky.
You would not believe your eyes.
I think a wolf.
A wolf?
A big wolf.
Would you like to be on the ceiling?
I assume I can't be a dire wolf, right?
I think, I'm just looking...
It says beast that you've seen before.
Beastie.
A dire wolf you would have been able to see.
You would have seen
Yeah?
What's the CR?
I'm just double checking what the CR of the wolf is.
Max CR,
CR
1
of the
2.
wolf.
Max CR. No, 8th. 4th. I don't know what these mean.
Hold on, let me look.
Butterflies in the sky.
Why have I
I think we've got one at a
You
time
Would
because
Not
we're trying to
Believe Your
figure
Eyes
out
stuck in my
what
head?
Todrick is going to
Which one of these idiots sang it?
What?
You would not believe your eyes.
I
Exactly
can't remember who sang it, but I just have it in my head right now, and I know it's because one of you
There,
sang
there.
it.
No, no.
That's a mystery. I guess you'll just have to watch the stream
No.
again.
These technical druids are brought to you by.
Ladies and gentlemen, these 2 fireflies are brought to you by.
Yeah, I believe you can do
Five,
regular
Slim
wolf at this level.
What?
Slim Shady does not give a fuck what you think. If you don't like it, sorry. This is a public service announcement.
Yeah, you can do regular wolf.
Oh, I can't be dire wolf.
No,
You
if
can
you had
be
been
a
Circle
wolf,
of the
regular
Moon, you
wolf.
could have,
Yeah.
but no.
You can
Okay.
be floating wolf on ceiling.
Was
Regular
that
wolf.
an
Regular
intimidating beastie?
It's pretty intimidating.
It's
a
pretty
fucking wolf.
intimidating to look up onto the roof and see a wolf.
I'm not on the roof.
Come on.
Stan's not giving you
Just an
advice.
absolutely
Come
stoned
on.
off his ass wolf just on the roof.
God damn it, that would be funny.
Bro's
A
just,
wolf so stoned.
bro's
that
just
doesn't
sitting
know.
down that moving from
It
side
does
to
not
side
even realise
to
it
barely
bleeding.
even stand up. He's like, yo, how do you do this?
That
with
feels
4
like some
legs?
like Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess shit though.
Listen. Sorry. Are you telling me you truly don't want to be on the roof? I'll take that as a yes.
Butterflies.
It's basically a husky.
You're on the roof.
I'm a husky.
Well, Stan has put you on the roof.
I don't want to be on the roof.
You could not raise an objection. You're a wolf now.
You could make a saving throw. You could make a saving
You see
throw.
Tommen just goes, damn it, put it down.
They couldn't.
It's howling.
They could have nodded or shook their head.
Right, no, just calm down. Calm down. Everybody. You so
Yeah, give silence.
So
Give silence. Don't you do it?
don't know. Put
Don't
on down.
silence
down, he
your
doesn't wanna be up there.
incompetent
Doesn't wanna be up there.
spellcaster.
I don't know.
You see Tommen reaches under his desk and pulls out a crossbow.
I thought you were going to say.
And he's pointing it at the wolf.
Don't put
Oi.
it down.
Put him down.
Fine.
This will be a dignified exchange, or it will not happen with you present.
I will lower the wolf.
I'm gonna pull it. Okay. Can we get some tea?
He puts the crossbow back.
Just quietly to Nylaferia. How the fuck am I the more civilized person here? I was born in a forest.
Tonic snaps at Stan very briefly. He doesn't bite him, he's just like, a warning snap.
I doubt you could.
Born in
I'm
a
just like,
cave.
I don't even.
I'm gonna
with a very low growl.
Hit the side of my
I
chair,
don't.
like, come over here.
Oh, I can't make that noise too much.
Born in a cave with a box of scraps.
Come over to the civilized side of the table.
I'm already there. You're next to... Oh, wait, no, I'm next
Oh,
to...
thanks,
no,
man.
You were over
Nice.
standing to
No, I meant that in the other
Thanks,
way.
man.
Sober up.
Yeah, I'm like,
So
I
come
meant
over,
it on this...
come over with us.
I'm gonna pour
Yeah, I
myself some tea,
suppose.
man. I'm like,
And I kind of like being next to these two lunatics.
Thank you.
Where do you want to be?
I want to be on the side I was before.
The lunatics.
Hell yeah.
You are next to Stan.
So I can, attack this guy when he next
No problem.
does whatever he does.
Can I make myself look absolutely horrifying and demonic?
Oh, God.
Sure, it's a free action for you.
Nice.
Tonic bites him by the neck and then shakes him. No.
You can try.
No.
yo, I'm gonna offer my teacup down to Torek.
I'm really fucking glad I brought the keg.
Would you prefer a bowl?
Does Tommen have the glowy eyes?
No.
I'm gonna ask Tommen if it would be helpful if I had the glowy eyes.
God damn it, you do this.
Oh my God. That's...
It seems insensitive in a
Yeah.
meeting of clerics and priests to claim to be chosen by a god if you are not.
Yeah.
They want us to surrender. I think that's insensitive.
The charges.
I mean, I'm trying to be insensitive. I've got their bounty guy head on a spike waiting for them.
I think we should. No,
We're sending a message, right?
I could be even funnier if
You hear a knock
Funnier?
on the door.
I'm not changing my plan.
I hide the head and then chuck it on the table when they be dick.
I just drink more from the keg.
Oh, God.
Tommen looks at you all.
I'm like neatening myself up.
Please enter. And you see a delegation walks in.
Oh, God.
Do I recognise anyone?
Give me a history check.
Do I recognise anyone from my travels?
You do not.
Can I not use my 20?
No.
No, it's been too long. Damn it, my 10.
10. The diplomat of Tyr is a fairly older man. Looks to be very well kept in shape, wearing full armour. There's some recognition there. You would guess that you have seen him or have heard of him in passing. The rest of them look quite young.
Like old, as in older, or roughly about the same age as me, or a little bit.
They're human, so you would guess mid-50s, late 60s, early 60s. The one in the centre sits down opposite you all and places his hands on the map. May Lythander's light shine upon you all. You see Tommen says, "It is a pleasure to host you in our wonderful city." The diplomat of Lythander looks around and says, "I'm familiar with the two members of the royal family. Perhaps some introductions are in order."
You're from my teacup very loudly.
He looks at you.
Well, I am. My name is Zuax.
He looks at you all expectantly.
Looking up the breaker.
Oh, we have cool name. Oh, damn.
He looks at Nelathria.
I would say that all of us currently would feel like we would be under the category of the heroes of this city.
The heroes of the city. Well, I must say, I am surprised to see such a show of force for a diplomatic sit-down. However, as you hopefully know, we are here to discuss the terms of surrender of Greydrop. As you've seen out the courtyard below, we are better provisioned, we are better manned, not to mention our numerous blessings from our numerous pantheon. And we are being reasonable, we're being generous, and allowing you all the chance to accept this defeat graciously, to be folded in as an equal. We know that this city has been governed by the chosen of Antarach for many generations. What could be simpler than adding a theocracy to a theocracy? Slight hiccup would be, I don't see any golden eyes in this room. So pray tell, where is her chosen?
Let's get this straight. I know not a single one of you are chosen by any gods.
You see that the diplomat of Tyr sort of flexes in his armour. You hear the chinks of his armour clank as he stands and says, "We have not claimed to be chosen. We have chosen our deities, and we represent them by choice. There is a difference between a prophet, a chosen, and a servant. We are servants. This place is claiming to be chosen, not us."
So why would someone who was chosen follow a bunch of servants?
We are not asking for subservience from
Yes,
this
that
city.
is exactly what you
We
just...
are asking for them to take a seat at the table and to diplomatically discuss the way forward as a group.
I think our table's pretty nice as it is already.
What
You
is
see
it?
Tommen sort of fills with a little bit of pride of, like, this is true.
What is it you would gain from this city joining you that you couldn't gain from just being allies with the city without them joining you?
What is an ally that would not join at the table to discuss diplomacy?
They're not allies, Nyla, they're a cancer. So all they do, they grow, engorge themselves.
You see the diplomat of Osiris steps forward. She is high elven, all dressed in silver. We have weighed heavily the pros and cons of a lot of arguments here. We believe that from a strategic point of view, having access to the river that runs by Greydrop would be spectacular in terms of economic boon for the Empire, in terms of food supply lines, in terms of trade. We are more than happy to allow Greydrop to maintain ownership of this land. What we cannot have is a city-state so close to our land, openly denying our power. It is a risk waiting to happen. You have too large a chokehold on too important a resource for us not to have a modicum of control over what happens to it. The pros and cons do not make sense. They have been weighed, and one side is heavier.
How long have you owned that land?
The theocracy.
Mm-hmm.
We have expanded over many generations.
Yeah, but the land directly across. How long have you owned it? How long have you been there?
A mere century or so.
How long have we been here?
For Greydrop to stand, it has been nigh on 1,000 years.
And so it will continue to stand.
We do not wish to level the city.
No.
We wish for the city to work with us and to earn a seat at the table.
I think we'll keep standing where we are exactly.
What if we don't want a seat at the table? Is there a way to move forward without that? Without you levelling the city?
You see that the diplomat of Tyr speaks again. The injustice of such a heavy chokehold on the river is unacceptable levels of risk. We are looking for expansion, not by conquest.
He says conquest, I lift up the head. They just start swinging it from one of the almost broken arms. So what is this then, eh?
I do not know what this is.
Insight check.
You see, as... Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I want to
Insight
insight check
check.
each of the diplomats. I want to know if any of them have...
The diplomat of Lythander begins to speak as
God
this is happening.
Damn it.
Oh,
On a 10, he's being truthful.
19.
He's being truthful.
That will be a 13.
You believe him. The diplomat of Lythander speaks up and says, we have been forced to take measures of violence.
No.
You may disagree.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I'm telling you you're wrong.
That is the definition of a disagreement, my good sir.
No, disagreeing is opinion. What I'm saying is a fact. You sent him into
Your
their
view of
waters.
this fact is an opinion.
Yeah, do your religious shit somewhere else. These people might listen to that. I'm not going to give you the patience. Your guys sent him to come kill their soldiers and destroy their navy. And now
A
that's
navy
failed.
which, by the way, has blocked the river.
Oh, I wonder if that is because I can't say the word I want to say there. This streaming stuff. It's getting really in there.
The no word.
You're clearly attempting conquest.
And that's failed, and now you're trying to pull up at the table and tell
We
us
are
we don't have a
agreeing
choice.
that we are using conquest. However, it is not the way we wish to proceed.
No, it's just not working for you.
But it would still be conquest, surely, to deny this city of the way that they want to live with their chosen god, as opposed to your...
The diplomat of Lythander looks to Pelor and says, Sir, we are both representatives of sun gods. Do you feel we have encroached on the running of your area within the Empire in any capacity without your vote, despite the competing pantheons? The diplomat of Pelor turns and says, No, we have always had equal vote regardless of size.
Insight check.
Make me an insight check.
I'm going to take out my holy symbol.
21.
Just place it on the table in front
He's
of me.
telling the truth.
Which holy symbol? The one to Lolth or the one to...
No, I gave that.
I pull out my holy symbol of lol,
I gave that to Nyla.
and he goes, "That's in the Empire, damn it! We're
already going
you already work for me."
Yeah. No, Nyla's got that. I'm taking out my little amulet to the soul bowl and just placing it in front of me on the table.
You see that most of them recognise it. The only one who doesn't have any reaction is the diplomat of Ilmater. Tyr speaks up and says,
Told me to.
I'm curious. There seems to be competing religions in this city. Are you a representative of this god?
There is not competing religions in this city. It's not a competition.
Are we sure?
Yeah,
So you
sure.
have done no converting while here?
I do not convert. I don't see a need.
You seem a poor envoy then. Why present the symbol, if not a conversion? I can only think of one other reason. Perhaps it was meant as a threat.
I think you take it how you see it.
How do you see it?
I've spent a lot of time within your organisation.
Well, then you are aware of our equal vote status.
I'm aware of everything that you do. and how you treat your people.
Pray tell.
You're all selfish individuals. You don't care about stepping on the little small folk. Now that might be the same for most locations. But here in this city, we do make a difference for them.
What difference are you proposing we make?
I propose that you give the land back that you've been stealing. You head back to your little mountains.
All the land we have expanded to and brought into the fold has full control of their own space.
And it's flourishing, it's prospering.
To a normal degree.
And what's that? How
Whatever they were
much
doing
of,
prior to our folding them in.
how much of a margin do you accept?
A margin for what?
For loss, for death, for people starving?
You see the diplomat of El Mater speaks up. Are you proposing that there be no death in an empire?
I'm proposing...
That seems impractical. Again, not even impractical. Blasphemous to suggest that no one should die?
I don't believe no one should die, but I believe people should be allowed to live. People should be fed. People should be clothed. People should be looked after. Tell me, how much do your amulets cost? All of you alone, right now. How much do your amulets cost? How much does your garb cost? Your sticks, your staffs, your shoes, your rings, your bracelets, your everything. How much does it cost?
You look to the group in front of you. You can see that the Lethander representative, the central one, is clad in pure cloth of gold.
Yeah, it's like...
With a staff carved of gold. And a large crystal diamond in the centre acting as a spell focus. You can see that the diplomat of Palor is wearing a large golden crown in the shape of a sun. You can see the Osiris one is wearing half white, half black of exquisitely carved silk. The only one who you cannot see dressed this way is the representative of Amater, who is wearing almost regular travelling clothes.
Vaguely. Do I recognise that guy? I've
El
got
Mater?
a feeling I've met him.
The Ilmater one.
Yeah.
Roll-
Dave.
You've already rolled a history check on the
I'm feeling
group.
some kind of connection on him. I'm feeling like...
I'm
He's
feeling
just
Have
a
I
normal guy,
bet-
I
Have I slept with this guy before?
I'm
DM?
feeling a
DM, is this my
spark.
ex-boyfriend?
Wait a minute.
See you in that way. I
I'm
was like,
looking
is he
at
turning
guys.
psychic?
I was like, I look at you.
Is there someone called George out there?
is his name
I'm
right?
here.
I'm hearing a
sensing a
name that
great
begins
tragedy.
with G. It might be G. It could be M. It could be G. It could be N.
Does it have an E in it?
Does it
I'm
have
sensing
a
the
name?
month of January was important.
Is there a man out there? Just one.
I'm keeping myself.
Make
I'm
me a
keeping
history
myself.
check
dad was a
on
man.
just the
Oh my
Ilmater.
God.
While he's
I knew
eyeballing them, I want to ask
A
the
50.
question of you all are saying that you're here to offer a place at the table, but the word surrender and your battalion's outside. You have to understand that's conquest. You would be conquering this city and making them change to something that we wouldn't be having this discussion if they wanted to. If it's something they wanted, they would just readily offer it to you without really any discussion. So if it's,
We have tried discussion.
But
The
it-
answer was initially no.
but if you really want it to be fair, you really want them to take a seat at the table as opposed to being conquered. You're telling us what you want from them. What do they get from you?
They gain access to the glory of the Empire.
Are all within that empire represented evenly? I would imagine there are gods not represented in this room right now.
There are gods absent from this room that are under our representation. However, some of those gods are, shall we say, less savoury to be showing in a public and polite way. For instance, there is an area of our empire, run by Baal, god of conquest, god of violence. Now, does everybody here agree with their methods of ruling the city? No. However, they have their ways. They are their ways prior to us showing up. It is not our business what they do in the privacy of their city, in the privacy of their land, just as it could be here. However, we felt it unkind to show that type of force here. Thus we have brought light, life, he points to Osiris, death, of every kind, both kind and impolite. We have brought the moon, we have brought justice, and we have brought suffering.
And you brought hired mercenaries, so take that and shove it up your arse.
Whether you're 15, you have heard of the representative of Ilmater before. You have never met them in person, but they are well known. They are a very, very talented mercenary.
Dun, 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 bah.
You see Tommen speaks up again. Should we choose to accept this new deal being presented, what terms would we be actually offered? You see the diplomat of Tyr speaks up again. We believe that a just offer would be full admission to the Empire, full seat at the table with full voting rights, on the condition that it remain true that a chosen of your local deity remain on the throne. Failing that, the city would fall into the hands of its religious organisation. We feel that is fair.
You're saying
Can
that
I
think
roll an insight?
Toric.
Sure.
Like,
Is there a
growls.
bit of a... The insight I'm looking for here is that he specifically mentioned that there has to be someone chosen by the deity remaining on the throne. That's a very interesting thing to bring up when people are actively kidnapping such persons.
Yeah.
So that's the...
So that's the
Toric.
agreement he's offering, is that if there's not a golden-eyed chosen one to lead from this family, as has been happening,
Then it will fall to
Yeah.
religious hands.
it'll fall to the church.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only a 0.
Toric.
Only a
Toric.
7.
Only a
Only
zero.
a
Only a 0.
On a 0
Only
you
a
get
7.
fuck all.
Toric growls very low.
On a 7, he's speaking truth. Like, you don't sense any hidden motives here. We feel this offer is fair. We are aware that there is some issues going on with the line of succession as of now. However, given the leeway that House Baywick has been chosen for a remarkably long time, we are willing to give a grace period. Upon the deaths of the current members of the royal family, should there be no heir available with the chosen eyes, those heirs will still inherit the throne for 1 generation. Failing the birth of a new heir with the golden eyes, only at that point would we ask that the church take over.
Do you specifically want Tarek to join? Is that your
We
goal?
are a theocracy, not a royal kingdom.
Yes, but you've said yourself that you're aware that there are other religions within this city.
Yes.
None of them are on your roster to.
If you
perhaps
wish us to choose another successor, we will do so, and we will install someone who is already represented within the theocracy, or we will look to somewhere else to see if there is a suitable place, or a suitable person, rather, to take over.
Not to do with Antarctic. And
It need not be Antarctic. There is currently no representation of Antarctic on our council as of yet, so we were keen to have that be a representative. However, if that is a deal breaker for this city and they feel Antarctic has outstayed her welcome, that is the choice of this city.
I more mean you won't force this city into ownership by the church. That isn't your goal here.
Failing the birth of a rightful heir, that would be the next step. We are not interested in the lines of men being handed power for absolutely no reason whatsoever other than birth. Just because there is a man who is strong enough to conquer a kingdom does not mean that his relatives should inherit that kingdom with no warning whatsoever as to the temperament that they might be displaying.
But you would accept it being another champion out with the church.
We would, assuming that champion was representing a religion.
Any religion.
Yes.
Within reason.
Any religion.
Insight check.
Blow me an insight check.
The first good insight check
Yay!
on the actual table.
23!
You know that there are some pretty dark gods
And there's
already
he-
represented.
And he means any.
He means any.
And
They
he's-
need to be a god, not a demon or a devil, or like the Baelor would not qualify.
Yeah,
That is not a god.
But I
that
don't
is
get the
bad.
impression, like, I'm trying to suss
That
out
is bad.
if he knows that the church is corrupt, for example, and he just wants them in. He is
On your
saying that
insight check,
it
this
seems to be a
person
religion.
wholeheartedly believes that gods are the way to be followed. Like, gods that choose people to have power, meaning a cleric, a paladin, would be a worthy choice in that there is an actual divine being going, yes, I know this person is receiving my power and is continuing to do so, thus is capable of making these decisions within the bounds of what my godhood says. So for instance, even if that was a completely evil god, the divine aspect of that god receiving fair and equal treatment to any other god is what this person is interested in.
But
Which would make sense for someone who is represented by a justice system.
yeah, I'm going to ask on top of it, though, that should a god find power, or a deity find power within this city, that, and I'm going to look to Ilmitter's representative, that brings a great deal of unjust suffering and, say, decay to this city. If this city was going to fall to ruin due to a god having risen up with a champion, for example, would you step in to help people? Any of you would? Or would you let a city crumble? Would you let the people be tormented just because they're represented by a god?
That is an interesting question. It is something that has been a sore subject in our expansion as of now. Just as people are freely able to communicate and talk within their city, so are all the other members of the council. Should the council come to a consensus that things are going further than they need to, then there is usually action to step in. There are a lot of good gods represented in the council, just as there are a lot of questionable gods represented in the council.
Why do you let so many questionable in?
Is it fair to disparage beliefs based on what you believe?
This wasn't judgment, it was curiosity.
I'm asking a question of fairness.
But if you have gods that are you truly a democracy of equal rights, equal say within?
Yes.
Or is there someone allowing something? Have you got someone at the top of a pyramid?
We are a true democracy. A true theocracy.
And
There
he
is no
believes that.
voting. He believes that. I like your last insight check, Carrie.
What the fuck do you stand for? End of the day, your back's against the wall.
Justice.
But once saying that,
Tier.
Yeah.
all of you, what do you stand for?
The Lythander diplomat says, I stand for light and goodness. And the Palor diplomat says, life and servitude. And you see the Osiris says, judgment at the end of your life. And the Saloon says, life, protection, healing. And the Ilmater says, that suffering is necessary and that good things will come.
I think we've heard enough.
I'm gonna put my hand in my pocket or my bag and touch the
Don't you
symbol of law,
fucking dare.
and I want to see if it says it. Like I want to briefly skim it.
Make me a sleight of hand check to see if you are caught
Don't
doing
do
this
this.
motion.
Don't do this.
You just randomly see shove hands in
Yeah,
your
because
pocket.
Nalatria just starts going. That's
20
gonna
21.
21. You subtly touch the symbol of Lolth. Sorry, not Lolth. God, there's too many gods here.
Lovatar.
Lovatar. What are you thinking of when you touch it?
Well, because he said that this is a god within this,
Mhm.
and I want to sort of be thinking like, is this equal? Is this really equal?
Oh, you wish to know my thoughts? I stand for the exquisite nature of pain.
I'm just gonna leave that there. Just gonna be like, that didn't answer my question at all. Fuck's sake.
You can delve deeper and you can keep prying with her, but she's something.
She's the goddess of torture.
She's not the god at this table that I like, so I'm not that interested in talking to her.
I think we've heard
Is it my
enough.
god you like?
No.
I have one more question. You say you have a lot of gods in this theocracy. Are
We do.
there many that represent the Shadowfell?
We do not have a representative of the Shadowfell as of now. The Shadowfell is a dimension. There is precedent for gods to rule dimensions, but it is the same as saying, do you have a representative of the mortal plane? We have many representatives of the mortal plane.
Can we insight the reaction to the Shadowfell though?
Sure, make me an insight check.
He seems to be waffling a wee bit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
9.
Not doing anything with the 5.
Because I was
17.
because I'm quite interested in this. 7.
Yeah, I'm not doing any more insight.
On a 17,
Very well.
this is the first time that they have attempted to avoid answering in a clear way.
Ooh.
I'm
That's the one.
I'm going to
but
continue a
to
little bit.
have
I'm going to
some.
say,
Nice work.
do any of you have a representative within a member within your party, within your battalions that has much experience with the Shadowfell?
You see the diplomat of Saloon steps forth. I know that there is a goddess sister to my lady. Her name is Shar. She is one of the gods of the Shadowfell. There is a representative of Shar. It is a very small part of the nation. However, they are not present in the negotiation. To my knowledge, there is no major events going on in their areas. We could look into it if it's something you're interested in.
I'm going to kind of watch Tom and see how he react, and Edward to see how they react to this, and I'm going to say,
Edward is looking like devastatingly tired. Like, the effort to drag his ass out of bed to put him here, he's spacing a little and not properly paying attention. Tommen is looking eagle-eyed everywhere.
And I'm going to say, well, you're wanting to show, you're wanting us to know that you, in good faith, would want this empire to join, this city to join as an equal, yes?
You see that the diplomat of Tyr steps forward. Yes, we are looking to show that a just offer.
As a sign of goodwill, would it be possible for us to have a meeting with a representative of Shar?
Upon signing our treaty, there would be an immediate meeting of the entire council where you would be able to meet each and every member of the council, should you wish. Or rather, and he gestures to Tommen, should you wish.
But you wouldn't allow this before.
Yeah, you can make your way over to them as a diplomat if you wish. They would be perhaps 3-4 months of travel. Failing a teleport, of course, if someone in the city has arcane magic. We're not blind to the uses of it.
I could get us there. If everyone's alright with it.
It's unimportant. Isn't it? It is unimportant.
Oh.
This city has other important goings on right now, and I'm not belittling the importance of this. However, there are other things with a very tight schedule. Would you be open? You're already saying that other grace periods you would allow. Would you allow a grace period before a meeting of decision in which we get other things in order?
We have waited a while, and there are parts of our empire that are now running lower on resources than we would be comfortable with.
And I'm just tossing the head.
Would we be open to reopening the river in this meantime?
I'll turn to Tommen.
He looks around and says, I would be hesitant to alleviate our only powerful negotiating chip, given the disbalance of power. I feel it's unfair for us to ask such a reckless move forward.
Opening up the river and letting the remain surround the city even more than they already have.
That would be my fear, personally. He looks round to you.
And that's exactly what they would do.
So you wouldn't allow a grace period without that? You don't think that given the power that you hold, you could withstand another week?
Do you feel it's fair for, based on the negotiations failing of 6 people, that hundreds should go without food? Thousands?
Do you think it's fair to put such pressure on this city that that's the only option? If you weren't putting such power...
This well-fed city?
But the river
Yes.
could be open if you weren't invading.
The river would be open if you
The
were
river
invading.
would have been open if they were not invading.
So who's causing this?
We approached with
No,
a
I'm asking
diplomatic...
them.
And they're answering. We approached with a diplomatic offer, which, for the record, we received word that this was already run as a theocracy.
When did you receive this communication? And who from?
The Church of Antarak reached out and informed us that this was a theocracy and that there was some debate within the church that perhaps the empire would be of great worth. So we approached with a friendly attitude, offering a seat at the table. Now, King Tommen responded rather aggressively in his actions to deny us that, and we politely bowed out. However, there was some other organisations out with our control that caused violence within the city. And as a result, the river was closed to the entirety of the path forward.
Which organisations?
You say that, and Tommen says there was some problems with rebellion closer to across the lake. There was some slavers' revolt, and my father felt it worthy to deny them access to new levies, to new weapons, to new mercenaries, to enslave further people. And as a result, the river was closed for a brief time.
There isn't an option for your battalions, your ships, to back off and for the river to open as it was before.
We feel that that is now a risk that we are unwilling to take preceding this. Prior to this, there was no major incidents of Greydrop just deciding to take part in politics beyond its borders.
I'm going to look to Tommen and I'm going to give him quite a pointed look and I'm going to say, when did your father, and I'm really going to hope that he gets that I'm hinting it might not have been your father, decide to close the river? When was that?
Give me... He's already said my father done this, so give me
His father's not Tommen.
His father is Tom.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
father's
they're
Tommen.
both called Tommen.
He named his first child Tommen.
I thought his name was
Because
Harold.
Your
What a
junior
vain
and senior.
asshole.
Harold is a...
Harold is the
No, I know
youngest and chosen.
I thought the king was also called Harold. Okay.
No, Tommen has his first child Tommen,
Right.
and then Edward, and then Harold.
Right, I'll kill this one so we don't have that problem anymore, right?
Cool.
Harold was born with the axe.
So when did your father...
Give me, I'll say, with disadvantage, persuasion.
I don't need that tonight.
He's already said my father did this, so it would be
That's not so great.
15?
15. You watch him not get it at all,
Yes.
and he says, well, must have been...
If I know that he hasn't got it, I'm going to say, Tommen, given recent events, when was this decision made?
No, I think it's...
It was perhaps a year ago. You give him a complete stare and he still
I
doesn't
just
get
glare
it.
at him for the...
This is a conversation for after.
It doesn't feel like we leave this table without a decision, without further invasion of the 6 battalions sat outside. They've said they won't give us a week.
Lythander speaks up
There's
and
20
says,
men now.
we
standing
have
outside each person.
no
And I
illusions
can
that
take
we
60,
have
you
not...
take the other 60.
We have not brought an invading force. Should we attack in the centre of this city, we would be decimated within hours. Certainly, aside with the fact that there is Titan's Rock directly above us, and we would be committing a war crime, which is highly ill-advisable, we would be decimated regardless of Titan's Rock. This is a small travelling companions, a small selection of travelling companions to ensure we are safe on the roads. A force of 100 will not conquer a city, regardless of how powerful that 100 is. It's not enough to hold the city. We're under no illusions of that. To do so, we would have to burn and conquer and pillage. That is not what we are interested in. We will be leaving today with or without an answer. Our next offer will not be as kind. Our next offer will be conquest.
And you won't give any grace period.
No. We will move immediately.
I think we've made up a decision. I certainly have.
You see Tommen looks around at you all. I think I am of a mind with my companions. I see no fair way forward for us without being steamrolled over. Especially given the nature of our relationship with Titan's Rock and the trade importance of our city, we feel we have a fairly good chance of coming out of this with minimal damage. And then you watch as his mouth keeps moving, but no sound comes out. And you see a crossbow bolt sprout from his neck. And that's where we're going to leave it this week.
No!
Delightful.
No!
From what side?
Where?
It would be from his left. So
From Zuak's side.
Oh, Zuak.
I wouldn't have caught it as caught anything coming from that.
No, because this person was invisible. The
As
only
a
person
wolf?
with a remote chance to do anything would be somebody with danger sense, but even then it would be after the
I
fact.
don't have Tiso's 25 passive
and that's where we're
perception.
leaving it for this week.
Delightful.
Throw
I
me
know everybody's
in.
passive perceptions, and assuming
enough.
you are correct, and that there was some sort of invisible person here, one of which that could cast spells of some sort, like silence, they were undetected. So, thank you very much for joining us for this wonderful week of D&D. I will see you all next week. Same time, same place.